Oh no, I've forgotten to turn off the software that makes the stream lag. Why do I always remember it exactly after I press start stream and not before? That's a mystery that we will never ever solve. I don't know. Well, I guess it's good that I remember it at least. Although I think I did one stream where I forgot to turn that off and we didn't have any frame drops. But I guess that's just a coincidence. I guess I've never even specified what the software is. It's just a backup software. If it starts uploading my backups while I'm streaming, then apparently OBS doesn't like that. Or, well, I don't know. I guess it's taking up all the bandwidth with uploading. I'm not sure. And I could change the settings so that it like does the backups at a lower priority, but I think I'd rather just turn it off during stream, and then it's fine. Everything's good. Hello! It is Silksong. We're playing Silksong, the Silksong video game. Big surprise to everyone. Big surprise to everyone that I'm still playing Silksong. But, well, we haven't finished it. So we're slowly chipping away at it. But it's kind of shocking to me how fast some people got through Silksong. I've talked about this already. Like, first of all, some people, like, 100%ed it within the first, like, 7 days. And then, like... I remember just like a week ago seeing some streamers start the game, and now I see they start a stream, and the announcement says, cleaning up Silksong for 100% or something like that. Like, what do you mean? How do you play through games this fast? Because I feel like I've played a lot of Silksong. Like, I've never played any game before this much, this fast, like, you know, just consecutively. I've made so much consistent progress in Silksong, I feel. But somehow it feels like half the world has already beaten Silksong. They're doing like their third 100% run. They're learning speedruns for true ending. Okay, well, I mean, speedrunners are probably an exception anyway. But like, I don't know, like just regular people. So many have 100% at Silksong. At least once they're like, yeah, we're doing our Steel Soul runs. And it's just like, how? How do you get through games this fast? How do you have this much time? And yeah, I guess, as I've said already, I tend to go through games... slower than most people. Like, if you check the how long to beat.com time, I'm almost always like at least 20% slower than whatever the like average time there is. And that, like, that's fine. But even then, I don't know. People just make a lot of progress in games, I guess. I don't know. Though of course I'm sure that the fact that I'm streaming also slows me down, as we'll have sections like this where we just talk about it, and of course people who don't stream it can play it in their downtime. But then again, my first example was of someone who is streaming it, so I don't know. My first example was someone who was streaming it, and I swear, like a week ago, they were like, okay, we're finally starting Silksong, and now, well, I don't know, maybe it's like a week and a half, but it certainly wasn't at Silksong's launch. Like, I remember thinking, like, it's interesting that they're getting to Silksong so late. And they started playing it, and now they're like, and now I see their stream announcement, and it's like, yep, we are cleaning up Farloom for 100%, or whatever it said. So that's odd, that's curious, that's peculiar. Let's hop into the game, let's start the timer. Whoops, that's not the correct button to start the timer. Yeah, we are 63 hours in. That is quite a lot of hours. We are getting close to the end, though, it seems to me. We finally know our completion percentage. Did we get that last time? No, I think we got that before last time. The stream before last. Oh, look at that, we've upped it to 81%. I guess maybe defeating the pincers will have done that. There are, again, some things that I want to talk about at the start of the stream. And, well, the absolutely most significant of those... hold on, wait, no, we don't want to warp to the Bellway station. We want to look around for a secret in here, because the pincers told us that there's like a spiky tunnel that leads to the heart of this mountain or something like that. I am certainly curious about that. But yeah, the absolute most significant thing is that we are 63 hours into the game, and up until this point, I have been certain that this game takes place before Hollow Knight, that this is a prequel. Not because of anything I've seen inside Silksong, but because I was certain, like I could have sworn that we had it confirmed, that like even years ago Team Cherry had confirmed that this is a prequel. But apparently that's not the case. I don't know where I picked up this knowledge, but it turns out that that is simply not the case, and Silksong is a sequel, and I guess they never said that it was a prequel. And I'm shocked, and I don't know what to do with myself, to be honest. Because it just feels very strange that I've been playing this game for so long under the assumption... Well, not just an assumption, like I thought it was confirmed. I wasn't just like assuming that it was a prequel. I really thought that we knew this for sure, that it had been confirmed. But yeah, then yesterday, Board Guy messaged me. Was it yesterday? I think so. Board Guy messaged me and was like, yeah, I don't know, I guess it's just like a weird me thing, but I really thought up until this point that Silksong was a prequel. I thought that had been said. But it turns out that it's not. And I was like, wait, what? What do you mean? It's not just a you thing. I I 100% thought that. So I don't know where I got that impression. But anyway, it's a sequel. And that certainly makes more sense. Because we've had some lines of dialogue in this game that really didn't make sense to me in the context of this being a prequel. The most important one, which we saw a couple of streams ago, was Hornet saying that like, oh, I've already stood sentinel for one dead or dying kingdom. And I do not intend to do so again. And I was like, huh, interesting, because like this place takes place before Hollow Knight, so it sure is weird that Hornet changed their mind on that, and it ended up guarding Hallownest as a sentinel for a while. That sounded very strange to me, and I was like, and I guess I just figured that, well, maybe we'll learn something that makes sense, or maybe I'm just not putting some important context together here. But no, turns out that, yes, it is very much correct to think that that line doesn't make sense, because this is a prequel. I mean, what? This isn't a prequel. And that line makes no sense if this is a prequel. So that's great. We've sorted that out now. So we were told that we need to like wriggle up through a crystal tunnel, or wriggle up through a tunnel to get to like the crystal heart of this mountain. Something like that, like something about crystals and something about wriggling. That's what the Pinstress told us. And well, what do we make of that? Can I pogo this? I can. Slightly risky maneuver there. No point in doing that, really. I'm sure that freezing water will deal damage to me. Without a moment's hesitation. Well, it might hesitate for a moment, but not for several moments, I should imagine. I don't like that my mic is in front of my face, but then if it isn't, well, if it isn't, then my voice sounds worse. So up here was a flea, right? We climbed up here and there was a flea. But it sounded like what the Pinstress was saying. It sounded like the Pinstress were saying that there's some, like, more significant secret in here. I remember... What was my issue with this exactly? I remember struggling to get up here. I was like, okay, I have to smash these crystals and then I need to pogo on the spikes. But why did I do any of that when I could simply break the upper crystals and then walk on the lower ones? Couldn't possibly tell you. Like, I don't know. This is the most wriggle-worthy crystal tunnel that I've seen in this entire location. Whoops. I didn't actually mean to poke around those crystals there. My plan was to simply... what was my plan? My plan was to simply dash up to that wall, or claw line up to that wall, but that was not happening, it seems to me. So, I mean, I don't know, this is a crystal tunnel that we can climb up, but this just leads us to a different location that we've already been. I'm pretty sure we originally instead dropped down this crystal path. Because yeah, of course, I don't think I could make that climb without double jump. And at the center of this mountain, so like if there is anything, it must be here. So like I will at least add a marker in case we decide to leave, even though I have this written down in my document as well, that like we were told the thing about this mountain. It sure would be cool if we found out what that was all about. Can I find anything over here? Any crystal tunnels hiding away from me all sneaky like? That doesn't seem to be the case. The camera really wants to follow you down this slope, doesn't it? We will not obey the camera. Camera is not our master. We make our own way. Well, I don't know, not really. If the camera really decided to abandon us, I dare say we'd be in quite a bit of trouble. It's just, trying to get to that center thing from up above simply doesn't seem like a very good idea. Because we were told we need to wriggle up through a crystal tunnel, though I guess theoretically it's possible that we like find an initial entrance from up above, and then, you know, we loop around and then we somehow still end up going upwards. And, well, of course, this is not a slope that we're meant to be climbing up. I don't think there's any purpose to this. We've descended down this slope several times by now. It's just a bit of a fun... Oh, no. Yeah, you know what, well, should I leave this for later? I don't know. Would this be a good time to exit out to bench? I think it might be. I've done that like once this whole playthrough, I think. We will do it once more. I really don't think running around this mountain will help me, or, you know, taking that way back that I just went on. I don't see how that could exactly enhance anything. But hey, perhaps I'm wrong there. Perhaps I would have found precisely the thing that I was missing on my run back, and everyone's just screaming at me now. And you know what? Go ahead. Do scream at me. I think you'd be entirely justified in this situation. Can I go to the left? No. There is a wall in my way. In general, I'm not skilled in passing through walls. Unless they happen to be breakable ones. Like what? There's no way I'm, like, going between these spikes into that little crevice, right? That's not something that we could possibly be expected to do. Secret walls here? No. And again, we are getting to the point where we wouldn't be crawling up into a tunnel. We would be going downwards into one. Oh, and is this the slope already that I tried to climb before? Hold on. I would like to open my map and then we shall see. No, it's not quite the slope yet. Alright, that means there is still hope. Have I even been down here? Probably. There's like a bench here maybe? No. A bench was in a different location. Yeah, I don't know what to make of this. I will still point out that Silksong hasn't had any breakable floors in the same way that Hollow Knight did. Any crumbly floors that you break with some sort of ability. There have been some floors that you like step on and then they break. But that's slightly different, I would say. Oh, also, didn't I say I had 3 things to talk about? I talked about one, which was the most significant, of course. That Silksong isn't a prequel. God dang it. How it just I don't know why I was so certain of that. I swear I remember there being some sort of talk like years ago. I swear this was like, I don't know. I could have sworn this was confirmed like 3 years ago that like, it's a prequel. It sure is. I don't know. Maybe I just saw some speculation and it lodged in my brain as a fact that Team Cherry had said. I don't know. But sounds like I wasn't the only one. Boardguy also was under a pretty certain impression that it was a prequel. And that well, I don't know. Maybe Board got that impression from me. That's also possible. And we're about to reach the funny slope. Hello, this isn't a tunnel to wriggle up in, is it? No, that was just a random piece of debris that I broke off the ceiling. Ceiling debris, my favorite. I eat that for breakfast every morning. Not intentionally. It just, I go sit at my kitchen table, and it, just conveniently, a piece of ceiling debris happens to dislodge itself. What am I saying? I'm obviously making all that up. Or am I? I am. You'd have to have quite a special ceiling to, for that to be a sustainable diet, I would imagine. Cool, well, I don't know what to do here. It's, I did a weird hand motion right now, I don't think you even saw it. I just raised my hands. Hang on a minute. Bellway beasts? You don't like to show up in this tunnel, or is this mountain too disconnected from places you could burrow to? Let's try here. Aha, now that's yielding a bit of a better result. Hello, bring me back to a Bellway station. We've fought the Pinstress. We do not need to find the crystal secret at the center of this mountain at the moment. Maybe at some later point we'll come back and talk to the Pinstress again, or maybe it'll be too late by then and we'll have fixed the whole world and there will be no more secrets that can be found by us. Bellway station, blasted steps. Alright, I never was able to find an entrance to here, and well, our current idea is that it's from Shellwood, especially because Shellwood was specifically mentioned. Or not Shellwood specifically, but a forest. Like, we have 3 locations to get to. We went to the coral one, and then something about a forest related to one of the locations. So that's... Shellwood is the most forest-like area that we've got. Okay, well, since I'm in this location currently, I might as well check like all the upper ceiling parts of this, even though I imagine it's going to be the higher parts of Shellwood that end up leading to... this story unlock. Have we got anything else that we want to do? Like, instead of focusing on the main story right now, have I got side quests open? I should check that. Dark Hearts, that's right. So we need to destroy the Void Masses. We might want to take care of that, but again, I imagine once I get the 3rd item, we're still not going to be fully done with the game, so it's not like it matters too much. Hold on, I have left Shellwood, haven't I? I have. We have crossed the large vertical chasm that Hornet fell down. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like everything makes so much more sense now that I know that this is a sequel. And if I hadn't had the notion that it was confirmed that Silksong is a prequel, I imagine I would have come to the conclusion that it's a sequel ages ago. Because as I said, we've seen lines of dialogue that very much indicate that this takes place after, or well, at least hint towards this taking place after Hollow Knight. But because I thought that it had been confirmed that this was a prequel, I simply ignored those, or I figured that, like, okay, I guess they must make sense some other way. But no, it is a sequel. It's very funny thinking back to on different times that I've commented on this being a prequel. I was like, yeah, so isn't it cool how Hornet like gets all these abilities that we know Hornet has in Hollow Knight? But now we're looking at this in a very different context. It's Hornet regaining abilities and learning some new ones, of course, but it's Hornet regaining abilities that she used to have, which, I mean, we were told anyway, right? That like some of these innate Weaver abilities were simply regaining. That Hornet was just weakened by being captured and taken to this kingdom. But, well, Yeah, I don't know. I figured that could make sense with it being a prequel as well, because, like, okay, Hornet, like those innate Weaver abilities, Hornet would have had those anyway. So even if this were a even if this were a prequel, Hornet would still be regaining them after losing them here. So, well, there you go. But that is not the case for the traps, like different trap abilities or tools that we've gotten. Those, of course, are Hornet just, I guess, reconstructing tools that she's used to from Hollow Knight. It's not Hornet just gaining those tools for the first time. I guess that is slightly recontextualized. Oh, anyway, I started talking about, like, oh, hey, yeah, I said I would talk about 3 things, and I only talked about this being a sequel instead of being a prequel. But then, right after I'd said that, like, oh, yeah, I didn't talk about those other 3 things, or those other 2 things, for a total of 3. I just went right back to talking about it being a prequel, or a sequel. God dang it, dude. Can you pick 2 slightly less similar words for this? I mean, no, you couldn't. They're similar for a reason, because they're, like, referring to similar concepts, just in different directions. So, of course, they have to be similar. That's the point. That makes things easier, actually. It's not a bad thing. How might we go in it? Oh, yeah, so the second thing... the second thing. Oh, it would be hilarious if I went the whole stream without ever getting to that. Second thing, Shellwood. Oh, very appropriate that we are in Shellwood, because I was gonna say, Shellwood's soundtrack is another piece of music that I feel like I haven't been giving enough attention to. It's more subtle than some other tracks in this game, but I really like Shellwood. I've grown to like it more and more over time. My favorite still has to be Bone Bottom, and then we have... yeah, Bone Bottom, then Coral Chambers. It's interesting that Bone Bottom has surpassed Coral Chambers for me, I think. I think I prefer Bone Bottom's theme to Coral Chambers. Not that, like, I don't know. Do we even need to rank them? They're all great. But yeah, I think I like Bone Bottom most, then Coral Chambers. Then we have Lace's theme. Then we have... I really like Red Maiden. I don't even know if we've heard it in this game. But Red Maiden is, of course, referring to Hornet and incorporates some themes from... themes or motifs, or whatever the right term is. It incorporates some of those from Hollow Knight. That's very nice, but quite subtly. Like, you can tell that they're there, but it doesn't really follow the same melody much at all. It's like a short section, like 3 different tones, and then it does its own thing. So I quite like Red Maiden. I also like Cogwork Core. I think that's what it's called, named after the area in the Citadel, of course, of the same name. Same way as Coral Chambers and Bone Bottom are named after locations in Silksong. So yeah, I really like Cogwork Core. And I'm definitely also missing something at the moment. Oh yeah, and then Shellwood. I don't think Shellwood's like super high on the rank, but it's whenever I hear Shellwood's theme, it's yet another one that I go, ah, yeah, that's a good one. I like it. Yeah, well, whatever. It's always a bad idea for me to start humming or singing something on stream, I think. I get self-conscious about being off tune, and then that makes me be off tune, because I feel like I'm not terrible at singing or humming on tune for someone who, like, doesn't do that professionally or too often. Like, I'm not bad at it, I think. However, being self-conscious about doing it makes me be terrible at it immediately. Like, there's no hope then. So perhaps I should just keep my mouth shut. Well, I guess you do keep your mouth shut for humming, huh? Don't you? Oh, you're a splintery bastard who's all voided up, aren't you? Uh-oh. Yeah, so all the void creatures seem to share some pretty common moves. There we go. What? Look at you sliding around. That's cool. You get to have some fun times. Well, not before death, right after being dead. Although, I don't know how much of a life you being all void moded. Oh, that's a void heart. Let's stay away. Not a void heart. What are they called again? Some sort of a dark heart situation. Doesn't matter. Whatever you're called, we're going to destroy you. But yeah, all the void creatures share similar attacks. And as I've already pointed out, some of those are even common with the pure vessel. Right, no silk from you, or rather, I might have gotten some silk, but it was consumed. Consumed by the void. Now, why would the void do such a thing? What are these collapsing parts like? Are these just for fun? I mean, obviously, we know why things are collapsing. It's because we've created a horrible void disaster up in the... That's my favorite location. We've created a horrible void disaster there. But, well, I don't know. Those collapsy bits, they always look so suspicious, because I'm starting to... I always think that you can go in them. That they are direction... Oh, you can't wall kick that. Well, excuse me, princess, but I feel like I've kind of taken a decently thorough look around this place, and I'm not seeing any entrances towards that story area. So, what do you want from me? That's also why I'm particularly suspicious of this crumbly bit. We could play the needle in. Those are just the void tendrils. Do you think the void tendrils, like their locations, could indicate something sometimes. Because of course when we got to the bottom of the world, I commented on how the fact that the void tendrils were changing angle, like clearly pointing towards a center point that we were very close to, that like clearly indicates that we're close to the important location where they all originate from. Now maybe that was a comment that didn't make much sense anyway. Those screams are pretty spooky. Well then what? Do I go left from here, from the Underworks? I guess I could. It is called the Underworks, right? Yes, it is. We have a lot of markers in the Underworks. I think those were just mostly empty rooms that didn't seem to have anything in them. Well. Eventually we'll need to clean those up. But, right now I would really like... Whoops. I would really like to get to you. You suspicious point in the map. If I don't enter you from Shellwood, and I tried looking around here, then I think the only option that I can think of still is the Underworks. But how does that... I don't know. I guess I'll go try. Like, I don't know. I feel like I did a pretty thorough job of exploring Shellwood here. If the entrance is here, perhaps we'll come back. And of course we don't need to go there. We could also go to this right one, which isn't in Hunter's March. I don't know why I thought it was for even a moment. Now also, what is the, like, because in Sands of Karak, the one at the Coral Tower, that was very easy to find, of course. I mean, we'd had already been to Sands of Karak. I think we might have been intended to find Sands of Karak now and not before. But in any case, the entrance to Sands of Karak was, like, not exactly hard to find, was it? It was a direction that we, like, clearly remembered. And it was probably even indicated on the map that there's like, oh, there's a transition you haven't taken here that we were able to take now. And then that's how you find Sands of Karak, even though we found it before we even needed this quest. But with these places, I'm not seeing an area transition that we haven't taken. So that's different about these. Well, okay. I will warp down back to a Bellway station. And I think I would like to visit Songclave. I would very much like to do that. We might also want to do some delivery quests. Well, why am I going to sit on a bench when we're about to travel anyway? I guess there could be a boss fight waiting for me there, but... does that really matter? Not really. Not at all. Well, it might matter a little. But point is, it's at the Bellway anyway, so if needed, we can... we already have a bench near some Bellway, I'm sure. And we can also sit here. Since there was no battle waiting for us here, even though we did do battle underneath this Bellway, actually, with the... what is it? A Bell Eater? That's right. A Bell Eater. Terminus, Memoriam, hold on. Where are we going? We're going to the first shrine. Would have been funny if they had an area in this game called Bell End. But I think that might be a bit too rude and crude. It's just, you know, it's all Bell themed, and you have locations that are called something End, you know. So it would make perfect sense, if not for the fact that it's a bit of a rude term, isn't it? I think it would be funny. But again, probably wouldn't fit at all in Silksong. I almost said Silgrim right now because Dejected Pilgrim popped up on my screen. Hello, screen. Hello, Dejected Pilgrim. Ooh, for no... I think I've talked to you, actually. We all know that there's only ever a point in... Aw, should I interrupt Sherma's sleep? Wakey, wakey, time to sing! We still have our voices. We do. I don't know how the other words go. I can never remember these words. I tried learning the lyrics, but well, I don't know. I tried it for like 2 minutes. So I'm sure they'll lodge in my brain in a bit. Settle has lost its voice. You still have hope. That's awesome. I share your hope, Sherma. Remember, though, that whatever is built next belongs not to the past, but to you. Your instincts are strong. Let it be those that guide you, rather than any reverence towards the kingdom's corpse. Oh, you flatter me so. But it is my fellows who shall guide me. Those whose voices sing out still, even in these ruined times. I'm pretty sure you're the only one I've heard singing lately. Even Chakra's just kind of chilling in Bellheart, without much song. Although, I guess I can coax both of you to sing with my needle, and never mind. I guess you and Chakra are the ones that sing still. Well, no, but that goes for everyone. You know what? I think I'm speaking complete nonsense. Everyone can sing if I guide them towards it. Well, Sherma's still happy, that's good. Worried pilgrim. That golden knight's out there, sister, cutting down the lost, keeping us safe. Reckon this place would have already been overrun, if not for them and their noble blades. Yeah, I should maybe run around this place a bit and try to see if I can encounter them. Well, everything seems alright in Songclave. There doesn't seem to have been much of a purpose in coming here, though I think that was some new Sherma dialogue. The first lines of which I accidentally skipped there, because I thought it was old dialogue. Silly me. What does it say again? Hold on, I have the lyrics somewhere. Something like that. We go to a location. Where are we going? Should I somehow feel like I'm going to be just as unlucky in finding a direction this way as I was in Shellwood, but perhaps I should try. And also Underworks. Actually, yeah, since we're here, let's take the Ventrica to the Underworks. We haven't been in the Underworks in ages anyway. So I don't think it would hurt at all to run around there and clean up some of our markers. And that's about all I remember of Shankarsong, and I probably got that wrong also. But they are very catchy. You want to sing them even if you don't know how. We can go in a direction. We can check that marker. I imagine there will be some void clumps for us to fight here. And we want to be careful with that, because I don't think we... Yeah, there is a void clump. Have we got a bench nearby? We could get one up above. Do I need to? Or maybe... Can I risk it? What are you doing? Are you like eating goop out of the rocks there? Is that what you were after? Oh, I am scared. Oh! Spinny blade move. Okay, no, I thought you were about to throw a more of a projectile attack at me. Oh, dang it. Yeah, maybe we should go grab that bench. I did last time. I finally managed to actually I actually managed to use my parry move a bit in the pincers fight. That was exciting. And I think in some other fight as well. No, I think it was mostly the pincers fight. Stay away from me. I will run to the bench. Hopefully these haven't become void vents now. I don't know what that would even mean. And I don't know how that would be particularly more dangerous than whatever they drop out at the moment. Wait, hold on. Wasn't this... Ah, dang. This bench casts rosaries, doesn't it? Oh, yeah, it sure does. What do you say now? Like, do you still exist? Hold on. First off, bench. Well, I mean, whatever. We can spare some rosaries. Oh, that's so cheap, too. 15 rosaries, that's nothing to us at this point, even though we're not particularly rich. We've spent a bunch of rosaries and are kind of poor at the moment. Well, hello. Are you still alive? Insert rosaries. Would be funny if they were just dead, but you can still insert rosaries and then just nothing happens. Are you still just gonna tell me to get back to work? Speak now, thy confession will be heard. Hornet says nothing. You have confessed a sin most grave, and must by works cleanse yourself. Return to your task and work off cycle, neither eating nor supping until new cycle begins. By the grace of Farlu Maternal, may you never tire, toil and be forgiven. Yeah, I don't think there's a person in here. Like, who would even be here? The only people who could be here would be haunted ones, and they would... I don't think we've ever heard a haunted creature speak. Except for Garment, but they also weren't haunted. They were, like, taken over by Void. Hold on, I wanted to check out that marker. So let's do... I'm a fool. Let's go do that, now that we're not terrified of these enemies murdering us. Which perhaps I shouldn't have been anyway. I don't know. It's so easy to avoid getting hit, but it's also so easy to get hit. Yeah, no, this just seems to be yet another room with some random enemies and not much else. Ooh, we did get a Hornet comment though, Underworker. With all the refuse collapsing throughout their domain, the workers' stiff shell would be essential if they held any hope to survive. Right. So they don't provide protective equipment on the job. You must simply already have it built into your body. I don't know that would pass with, like, discrimination laws. But, well, I don't know. Maybe it would. This isn't, like, an arbitrary factor. Like, this is literally making them more fit for the job. So, like, I don't know. Whatever. Well, I don't really see a reason to remove that marker. That location is still suspicious. This marker here, maybe we should remove that, because we know it's a path that we can take downwards, and we don't seem to be able to open the door back up to go upwards. But that's not exactly like a mystery, you know? Maybe that's just how it works. It seems odd. I don't know that we ever had a shortcut like that in Hollow Knight, that you can only open in one direction. And it stays that way, you know? Like, yeah, you have paths. You obviously have paths that you can only open from one direction, but then they stay open for both directions. But this one is like, it recloses itself. Hold on. I would like to push you into... There we go. I would like to push you into some spikes, if that's quite alright with you, if it's all the same to you. Take a bit of time in the spiky depths. Well, not exactly the depths. You're not gonna get void infected, are you? I wonder if I have the Hunter's Journal entry for you. Well... Not any entry, the full entry. The completed Hornet comment. Interesting. A secret with nothing in it. And I imagine it must have had nothing back then as well. Because why else would I have added a marker here? I'm playing the needle in, doesn't do anything. Yes, honestly, I still agree with that marker placement as well. So what's the deal with all this? Why are there all of these suspicious locations that don't seem to mean anything? Ouch. And then what's this? The bird? Whoops. Let's not take silly damage from a lousy little bird. I don't know. I'm sorry. That's perhaps a bit mean to the bird. You're not lousy. You're... Well, whatever. You just sit here and you're not what I would have liked to see. Nope. I still don't know what to make of this direction either. What about you? This kind of stops being construction and starts being like just a cave floor there. I'm pretty sure I pointed that out previously as well. And I still don't know what to make of it. Anyway, let's actually get to why we're here. We are here in the Underworks. Ooh, hold on. Don't mind if I do. I'll take care of this moss clump. Or not moss clump. Very much not moss. If your moss looks like that, I think it might be time to be a little bit concerned. Yeah, I don't know. I like the idea of the parry silk skill, but I feel like the purpose of a silk skill, what it should be for me, is that it's something that you use from far away or to deal like a big blast of damage, like the spells in Hollow Knight. You either use the Vengeful Spirit or other things to like whenever you have an opportunity to deal damage without swinging your needle, either because your needle wouldn't deal enough damage, so you're like always taking advantage of a spell that deals more damage. Or because you're too far away, or you just, it's good to have an area of effect attack at that point. It's just, using a silk skill slot up for a parry seems like a bit of a waste of time, especially if we have a parry anyway. Well, a slightly different parry and perhaps a bit less effective, but a parry nonetheless. So I think the next time I sit on a bench I will swap that out. Can I play the needle in here? Well, I mean I can play it. Does it do anything? Is the real question. Yes, we're playing at lower tones, at lower frequencies. It's not doing anything to the door. Absolutely nothing. And we can't climb up here, of course. So that's a bit unfortunate, but like, do we really think we'd find a path downwards from here? We already explored this room, which seemed the most promising. Okay, so I think I simply have to accept that at the moment, I don't know how to get there. That's fine. Let's summon our friends, the Bellway Beast children. Do we think they'll ever grow up? I've already asked this, like, do we think they'll all grow up and then every station will have a Bellway Beast waiting there? And I don't know if I think that. Well, should I go to the Farfields? Actually, let's check the map first. Farfield seems like the best idea. But it could be instead that we want to... No. Overall, Farfield's Stank, or Bellway, is the closest. In general, to the location we want to explore now. So let's go do that. I'm sure there are still secrets all around the world that I need to find. Fleas, for example. And we might need to go talk to the flea hint giver soon. But for now, I think I'm happy to focus on the main quest. Let's sit on this bench. We still have never found a secret from pogoing up on these big old bench platforms. The bells behind the bench platforms. And I don't know what to make of that. I mean, I guess there's nothing to make of it at the moment. Oh, do we think this room might finally be it? I didn't even think of this. Is this room finally going to come into play? What, did you just fully vanish? You don't even want to fight me? That's odd. I don't think I've ever done that before. Okay. I'll play my needle in here. And it's not doing anything. And I'll play my needle in here. And it's not doing anything. I can play my regular needle in also, of course. But that's not improving matters at all. I swear they didn't used to be this many targets here, though. Like, there were the last time we were here, but I swear the first time we only had, like, one. I could be wrong. And it's another room with this crumbling ceiling. Should I start taking note of those? Because I thought we'd seen them all over the place. But if we're only seeing them near these, like, story-important locations, maybe that means something more. Right. Yes, this is the Snitchbug's domain, or, well, I don't know. They're just all over the place these days. Pilfering the kingdom. They really don't seem to care. We haven't talked to these. We've only talked to Grindle. All the other Snitchbugs have just been normal enemies to fight. Well, not quite normal. Normal enemies don't pick up rosaries like that. But yeah, Grindle's the only one that we've actually had a conversation with. There's a crumbly ceiling here as well, and we've seen a Snitchbug flee into it. What might I be missing here? I mean, it could be that I'm not missing anything in this area. And that instead, we need to travel up into Greymore. And look around there. We were summoned to the Craw place, Craw Lake. Or someone was, I don't think it was us specifically. But we found a summons near Styx's place. Summoning someone to Craw Lake to deal with some sort of dark defiler or something. So that's fascinating, that's interesting. I wonder what that's all about. And I don't know if that was in relation to the Green Prince's area, Verdania being revealed. It could also be that Verdania is where we need to go, and it just somehow expands further downward now. I'm being silly and I should use the claw line. Or well, just about any of my abilities. I'm sure even just a glide would help there, a Drifter's Cloak move. However... honestly, the double jump's kind of throwing me off there. If I didn't have the double jump, I could simply glide there, I'm pretty sure. Oh, but I do have the double jump. Of course, this is not the direction you're meant to do this challenge in. I'm pretty sure this was the other way around. Oh, and you can't do it this way. Got it. Understood. We will be going back. You know what? That's fine. That's fine. We'll just respawn. Never mind. It's not fine. We will not respawn at the beginning because it's technically the end. So, not a good direction to explore. Now, the question is, do I want to explore the lower parts of the far fields? Do I expect that to yield... Ah, dang it, you're still around. Stop it. How many rosaries do you take? I think that might have been 15. The classic, I'm a fool. No. What? Did you carry... No, I think you just happened to be behind me. I thought they were, like, carrying me. Give me my... Wait, hold on. You're not stealing stuff from my cocoon, are you? Okay, you're just gone. But I did lose however many rosaries they snatched out of my shell. Right, I did say I would swap out my Silk skill. Not that I'd been using the other ones very much either. But I think I stand more of a chance at using some of these other ones anyway. Sharp Dart. Yeah, that was pretty good, but I don't like that it moves me. I already have a dash. And like this could be very useful, I'm sure. But I think I'd rather... Rune Rage. No, I don't like that one. I think that's like the Pure Vessel-like ability. I think I want Threadstorm or Silk Spear. Honestly, it's been a while since we've... Well, no, I think it's been longer. Like, I think I used Silk Spear longer time ago than I used Threadstorm, but I think I want Threadstorm on right now. So that's why we've put it on. It doesn't give us a lot of range, but it is an area of effect attack. It does feel like none of these spells are quite as useful as the spells in Hollow Knight are. Or Silk Skills, whatever. You may call them that, and I guess we should. Okay, so I will start off by exploring these lower parts. Well, should I, though? Do I really expect that this will lead to anything? Like, these lower parts, do we really expect that this is what will connect us to? To something above here? It just doesn't seem likely to me. There's a path to the right of this bellway, but can I reach it from here? It might be... Ah, no, there we go. We can go this way. And there's even a nice little current to guide you in this direction. Oh! Taking a bit of... Well, no. What did I say? I was gonna say we're taking a bit of damage, but we're not really. We took 0 damage from that. Like, really, we take plenty of damage already. I don't need to make up instances of taking damage. we've got the whole taking damage situation covered quite well all on our own. You didn't get corrupted by Void. Good on you. It was your little buddy that the Void went after. I guess it wasn't really thanks to any of your own qualities, I'd imagine. Yeah, so like I could go up here. This is the other end of that platforming section that I was just trying to do backwards. But, well, does that really matter? Whoops, that's silly. I figured I could skip clinging to that wall, and of course I could have. If I hadn't messed things up horribly. That's how things tend to go. If you mess them up, you don't succeed at them. Big old surprise. Oh, I love seeing these ants again. I should go to Hunter's March, even though it, well, as it turns out, our quest isn't taking us there. I would still like to go there. And perhaps that's all the reason that I need. Like, what more? What else are we doing? We're playing this game for fun. Although, of course, we are trying to make progress and actually do things that the game expects of us. And that the game expects us to accomplish. Well, you know what? I'm just wasting time. I think... No, I could have saved that easily. What am I doing? I'm throwing. I'm the throw master, throw artist. Hornets throwing all sorts of things, except tools. We never throw those. We don't use those at all, it seems. Well, no, we use them sometimes. But a lot of the time, we don't. Hello, Pinstress. I think we've talked to you about the whole Void situation already. Uh-huh. Yeah, right. You're not a big fan, which is fine. Most people aren't. Most people don't spin around with the purpose of moving air. Is a fan only for moving air? And a propeller is like a general purpose term for a spinny thing that moves anything? I guess, maybe. I don't know. We came from up here, right? Yes, we did come from up there. I didn't see anything suspicious in this corner, but also I was kind of yapping, so maybe we should check here again. But like, it would be so weird if just a random path from here led to that story important location, wouldn't it? I guess not necessarily, but it's just, well, the Sands of Karak had a pretty obvious entrance, I feel. Maybe it didn't. Maybe it's just a coincidence that I stumbled upon it, but I swear, like, that entire direction of the map, it would have had a... Wouldn't it have had an open transition? It would have shown you, like, ah, hey, you can go this way. Or, well, there's stuff this way. Maybe you weren't able to go there yet, but you will be able to go there in the future. You take only 2 hits now. Ouch. Apparently you were a Void enemy secretly. Or, well, we're just becoming one. What? That hit me? That's quite impressive. Good job, pilgrim person. Good job, person of the pilgrimage. That's that's an enemy, that's right. I swear, these didn't used to be around. I'm pretty sure they showed up after we caused everything to become Void mode. Or might have been in Act 2. I don't remember. They certainly weren't around in Act 1, though. I can tell you that much. And I don't think they were around in early Act 2 either. Ooh, we have unlocked a Hornet comment. Shardillard. Devious embouchure that poses as a fossil. Once roused, the bug will crash its steely shell into walls, floors, and foes. It will do that. It loves doing that. Maybe we should try that. I mean, we don't have a steely shell, but if we did, might be pretty fun. I bet it feels real good to slam your steely shell into foes. Right, you explode, but you don't deal damage. I feel like there's been a serious lack of enemies that explode and then upon death deal damage to you. I feel like Hollow Knight had a lot of those, and Silksong hasn't had nearly as many, which I guess makes sense in the sense that Silksong doesn't have the radiance, you know? Like, the Silksong's haunting is of a different nature, though I guess they could easily just throw at Silk that damages you. Or they could easily spurt out spores or stuff. Some enemies in Hollow Knight spurt out spores that aren't necessarily infected. I don't know. They probably are, but my point is I never got the impression that the reason that those spores dealt damage was because of the infection. Of course, a bunch of enemies that explode do deal damage because of the inspection. Yeah. No one ever inspects the Spanish Inquisition. No, wait, hold on. That doesn't make sense. I said inspection, not Inquisition. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. Jokes. When do they ever need to make sense? I wonder. Do we think we'd get a special effect if we played the like down needle in the special memory song? If we played that to Eva. Eva or Eve? Is it Eva or Eve? It's one of those for sure. Well, we are here now at a Bellway station. Almost at bench station. Not quite it, even though it does have a bench. We will not sit on that bench because I think that upper one is better in terms of its position. Given that we're now about to head up into Greymoor. and see what sort of exploration we might do here. Is it this large vertical wall, maybe? Could this hide some sort of secret from us? It could. I don't think it will. I don't think it does. I don't think it is. One of those words will have been correct, I'm sure. In any case, you get the point. And several of those words could work theoretically. Can we go through the wall, please? I would like to find an entrance towards story progression. I don't know, it could be that again I just need to go do some side quests, like for the Dark Hearts, or whatever they are, whatever they're called. And I don't really mind that at all. I don't have anything against doing that, it's just, well, the Sense of Correct didn't require that. So it would feel as a tiny bit peculiar if this all of a sudden did. I like how that, the like rosary prompt in the top left corner of the screen that tells you how many rosaries you have. Dang it, you're a void creature. I like it how that popped up for just a moment. Wait, does that liquid doesn't damage me, but does it suck away my silk? I think it might. Whoa! I just dodged that bell completely by accident. Hello, halfway home. Or house. It is home. Let's rest here. Noo's not back, are they? No! You're alive! Did we know you were alive? I think I didn't know that last stream, but maybe we knew it before last stream. Come to rest here, Miss Grown Up, and let Noo see our journal, for she is eager to see your cuts. Ooh, but the scroll is so heavy with beautiful beasts. Could it be that the works is almost complete? Miss Grown Up, you must keep your prayings up. No time for the rest. Miss Grown Up, for your continued huntings, you should climb up above here, above the tallest spinning towers. Wait, this seems like a hint that I might want to note down and be aware of and remember, and good hint. Good hint to know. Good knowledge unlocked by Noo. Noo is smart and knows things. Noo. For your continued huntings, you should climb up above here, halfway home, above the tallest spinning tower. So that's interesting. It seems like Noo gives us hints for where we might still find journal entries. Hidden in the dark thickets are strange bugs who call up dancing flames. So pretty, so warm. Hidden in the dark thickets are strange bugs who call up dancing flames. So pretty, so warm. Well, perhaps that last bit wasn't essential to write down. But when Noo tried to crawl near, the flames became angry and swooped all around. Poor Noo was half roasted. Noo leaves it to you, Miss Grown Up, to climb up there and cut those flames apart. For our journal, such must be done. So I imagine this is for an enemy that I don't have in my journal at all, right? It wouldn't just give me hints for something that I just haven't unlocked the Hornet comment on. It must be a fully new enemy. Somewhere up above here. Climb up above here. Which we are here. Flaming enemies, you say? Like, how far up are we talking? Memoriam? Hidden in the dark thickets. Where would dark thickets be above here? Maybe there were some thickets here, but that sounds unlikely to me. And then the Citadel is basically plantless, so it must be the Memoriam. I feel like Noo must be talking about the Memoriam. Wait, is this a... No, I thought I saw an entrance that we hadn't taken, but not really. Let's sit on the bench. Hello, Craig. You know what? You probably don't have anything new to say. Craig, of course, is spelled C-R-E-I-G-E in this game. Okay, this liquid does not consume my silk. That's good to know. I thought it might. Oh, you're not void enemy this time. You're not all voided up. Yeah, so I guess maybe we should be calling them, like, Craig instead or something. But, well, I don't think I'm exactly wrong for calling them Craig either, huh? How about that? What have you got to say to that? Oh, hold on, I'm not being thorough at all, am I? I should be checking the floor here. So this is where Chakra used to be. Is this the remains of the bench that we sat on? I think so. I mean, just randomly hitting the ground doesn't seem like a very good idea either. Okay, I think we're fine. We'll head over to Crawl Lake. Maybe we can just swim downwards miraculously now. Maybe some sort of lower path has opened up. And that's all that we will need. Okay, like what if I just went this way? Or maybe the summons wasn't for the Green Prince and that will mean something. Or maybe Verdania has a path. I mean, I'm repeating myself. I've said this several times already. I just haven't gotten around to checking any of these ideas yet. Can I go under here somehow? Maybe from the other screen even? Let's see. Like if I ran here. No, doesn't seem doable. This water doesn't... Well, I don't know if we can even call this water, but it isn't consuming my silk either, which is good. I love it. I mean, I don't know why it should necessarily. Just I thought maybe it's all void mode now and it will eat my silk. I'm hearing some void noises. It might just be a void... Like, not void heart, but you know what I mean. Actually, will we have another enemy? What? Hello? Who the hell are you? Give Craw summons. Aha! So it wasn't for Verdania. Craw summons given. Okay. We have unlocked an entrance that we did not know of before. Well, that's good. This is certainly exciting. However, it sounds to me that like there might be an arena up here also. Or at least some sort of void void thing to fight. However, it might be that we have a bench down below. Like, what am I hearing here? I think I'll go down below and hope for a bench first. It doesn't seem completely unlikely to me that we might find a resting spot down here. Or we might find a horrible challenge that kills us. I hear build up in the music. It's building up to a fight, I'd say. And I hear the void noises from down here too, so I think that's actually where they were coming from and not from the arena up above. Hello, summons. Yeah, that's a battle arena, all right. And this might be what we need to go in the direction. Is that like a Craw King? Court of Craws. All right. And you all have metal beaks. I see. Well, no, you don't all have metal beaks. These ones don't. But you get summoned by a person with a metal beak. Okay, well, as I've said repeatedly, I'm not good at dealing with these flapping enemies. That's a new type of enemy, actually. I thought it was just the same kind as before. Squat Crawdurer. Short Elder Crawbog. Elder eagerly serving in their court. Indeed. You are ones with metal beaks, but I also don't think you have much help. I guess the beak is for damage and not for protection. The metal nature of it, rather. Oh, what? But your crown provides protection. Or, I don't know if I should call it a crown. It's some sort of fancy headdress. Yeah, I guess you're all wearing it. So many people couldn't possibly wear a crown in the same room. Tall Craw Juror. Elder Crawbog serving in a sacred ceremony. Sacred ceremony? Hold on, was that summons for me or not? I'm really not sure. Because, like, Styx just had it, right? I don't think Styx even gave it to us on purpose. Styx just happened to have it. I guess they happened to find it, because Styx is quite near this place. We haven't found a connection to it yet. So we don't, like, it's technically not close to here, but, like, physically on the map, it is very close. We simply cannot pass from one location to the other. I did a decent job at dodging this for a while. But now I'm getting hit by all of them. Let's heal. Okay. I wonder if they will throw some extra special crow enemies at us here. Or if the whole challenge is just that there's going to be more and more craws to deal with at once. And, well, honestly, that might be plenty. Okay, I can go up here and heal. You're summoning new enemies. Are there always as many enemies as you hit your beak on the thing for? I think not. I'm pretty sure you hit your beak more than 2 times there. Oh. Hold on. I should also use my thing. This. There we go. That's a bit better. And I even have enough silk left for a heal. That's crazy. Our silk spool really is extended very far. Ah! Crawfather! Hello! I was hoping we'd get to fight you. I guess there's almost no way they wouldn't make us fight you. Oh, good. Oh, this is a bit scary. This is a slightly intimidating. Slightly scary situation to be in. There we go. Let's take care of your minion. Although I think you'll just immediately summon another. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Of course you would. So maybe I don't want to defeat the minions. Maybe I should have kept the simple one around. Oh! Oh! Because otherwise you will simply keep summoning more challenging ones every time. Uncertain of that. But let's try to get some hits in. Okay, so you're the triple shot one. Up. And you've lowered yourself on the ground in an annoying manner. What a dive, dude. Hello? Stay away. Stay away. And you must die. You must die. I need you to not be around me any longer. At least you don't seem to hop very much. Like this big craw, the Crawfather, stays on the ground. Okay, maybe I only kill one of you. Oh, dang it. Oh, this isn't good. You know what? I don't think I can afford to keep you around. Actually, maybe I can. Unless, I don't know, maybe if I keep you around, they'll just summon more. Like maybe it's time-based? No, but I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it's always been triggered by by me defeating the previous wave of enemies. And never by, like, time passing. So I think I will keep the smaller one around. Yeah, there you go. Uh-oh. But that's the smaller one dead. That's not good for me. Oh, you're doing an attack, but that's fine. We got a hit off. Ooh, and we parried that. Oh, this is bad. I must heal. I must heal. No, stay away. Okay, I think I took damage there. No, actually, no, this is fine. What are you doing? That's not very friendly. Excuse me. Oh, no! I was trying to go to the left. Instead, I went to the right and trapped myself. Looks like this isn't gonna be a first try fight either. Goodbye, Craig. I'm on my way back to fight some craws. And it seems like this might be what ends up leading us. Dang it. In the direction we want to go. Like, this might be a story essential thing, not just a random summons location. Excuse me. I would like some silk off of you. Don't void me up. Thank you. Give me those rosaries. I quite like having silk speed anklets on. I don't know how much faster they actually make me, but I guess I didn't know what else to put in that slot anyway. So I certainly don't mind having them on. This run back is not exactly the shortest, but it's also not like it's very difficult. You can mostly just jump past every enemy. As long as you don't run into those random mites. But there's no good reason to, other than just not paying attention or remembering that they're there on the way. A couple of run backs should take care of that. Let's go down here. We, of course, first of all, want to get back our cocoon. Make sure it's not left up here. I mean, it's probably going to be in the arena. I'm just trying to make sure that I don't accidentally run past it, because that would suck. Alright, let's try this again. We want to get through these earlier phases a bit faster. Maybe I should put on the Silk Spear for this. I'm not sure. I feel like the Silk Spear freezes you for longer, though. So I'm not exactly a fan of that. But I could also just be completely wrong about that. Maybe it just feels like it should freeze you for a shorter amount of time, but it freezes you for the exact same amount of time as the Threadstorm. Speaking of Threadstorm, didn't we get that ability in Greymore? Like up above Craw Lake? Roger. Weak, afraid, and aware of the imminent end. I understand their desperation, but my death will not prevent the coming fall. Right. Oh, dang it. I wish I still had the summons. I guess we can read its description at our home, because we get, like, records of items that we've had. So I would love to read its description again and see what it said exactly. Like, did these guys specifically summon me here because they, like, blame me for what has happened? I didn't even know they knew I existed, to be honest. So I guess I did kill a bunch of them at some point, so... You know what? Perhaps that's fair. Yeah, is it even for the void stuff that they summoned me, or is it just because I killed a bunch of their kin earlier? Ouch. It's interesting that they seem to have a society. Oh, who are you? Squat Craw Juror. They seek to slay their only chance at survival. Alas, any words would fall useless. I have only my blade to offer response. Alright, then respond we shall. I'm sorry that I keep, like, interrupting combat with Hunter's Journal entries, but they are just very easy to miss. If you don't read them immediately. I really do think that the game's mostly intended to play in a way where you read them as soon as you get them. Maybe not directly mid-combat, like maybe you should, you know, read the whole batch after you're finished with the combat, but then, again, it only takes you to the latest entry automatically, or at least that's how it worked in Hollow Knight, and I'm pretty sure it works the same way here. At least, I'm pretty sure I couldn't figure out a way to, like, automatically take me to other new unlocked entries. Okay, is it U time? Yeah, it is U time. Okay. Hopefully, I can deal damage a bit faster. You're gonna dive at me, I imagine. Yes. So we want to not get hit by that. You are a big fan of dealing double damage. We did get to a second phase previous. Oh, dang it. On our other attempt, we did get to a second phase where you, like, started throwing chains around. Oh, stay away from spooky attacks. Right. Don't throw right now. I'm trying to heal. Right. You've done a dive to work. Dude, get out of here. I'm trying to climb. This might be an appropriate time to start using some skill skills on the boss. Oh, that was a bad location to run to. I don't know why I did any of that. You can fly. Right, but you only do that for a dive. I feel like most of the time you're a fairly grounded enemy. No, dude. Silk Spear might be better, really. I think Threadstorm just doesn't reach you very well. Of course, I could also be using tools. But, well, I don't know. That's a lot to ask. I'm already trying to use silk skills. If I use tools as well, that would feel like the highest order of cheating. Oh, okay. Well, I guess that's maybe worth it. I can't heal now, though. That's a bit of an issue. This would have been a great spot for a heal. Uh-oh. You're not going to run at me on the ground, are you? Well, you're trying to. Oh, bad spot to be. Watch out for the funny chains. Uh-oh. I am throwing. I could definitely poke on those. I don't know why I didn't. Stay away. No! What a silly move. As soon as we enter phase 2, I'm dead immediately. Can we see in the background how many enemies there are left? Because it seemed to me like it was just empty, but also I only looked at the background in the last moments after my death there. So I could have easily just not noticed the other creatures in the background. You are a bastard. Why are you void moded? Wow, nice trajectory on that. Oh my god, I hate. I despise you, you silly enemy. Why must you hinder my way back? Now I haven't even got full silk, although I guess I can heal off my cocoon. We should have plenty of time before any enemies start bothering us within the arena. So you know what, I think this is perfectly fine. Just don't deal any more damage on the way back, because then we'll have to heal twice. And that's no good. There are always more rooms on the run back here than I remember. I say always, but we've only done this run back like twice. I mean, I guess we did it ages ago when we were fighting the arena up above, but that's so long ago. Who even knows what I was thinking? And by so long ago, I guess it was still in the current month. Like, it's still September, I mean. But, well, whatever. It still feels like ages ago. There's been so much Silksong playtime ago. We've done so much since then. This was like very early game when we were here. I wonder, could you like avoid coming here entirely until this point of the game? Like, could you get to this point where they tell you to get those 3 memory things, and you haven't been to Crawl Lake at all? Is that possible? I don't know. Ooh, new entry. Tall Roger. I like how your like animation or your like image here has you doing like the largest swing in the whole world. It's just got this massive sweep. Curiosity saw me answer their summons, but I shall not allow them to stall me long. I must work fast to fix my grand mistake. I'm pretty sure this is going to like bring us towards the memory stuff though. So I don't think we're being only hindered. I think this might help us. I don't know, maybe it's a sideways path. Right, because we got the summons before we ever knew about those 3 things. The memory things. We got the summons before we ever went to the Abyss, I'm pretty sure. However, it's probably the same way as it was with the Sands of Karak, where you could unlock that area before you actually need to go there. And you could explore most of it. Although, this can't lead us to a whole separate area, can it? Like, this can't lead us to... yeah, like, Sands of Karak was a separate area on the map with a separate... you know, it's a separate location. But this isn't. Oh, I also didn't put on my Silk Spear. That's fine. Since when do we even rely on Silk skills? The answer is we don't. There we go. Let's heal. This should be time for the big boy to show up. Sorry. Shouldn't assume gender. Big bird person. You know what? Never mind. With that name, I think I can call you big boy. Okay. I like how when you pound the ground like that. Oh! I like how everything bounces on the floor. It's just that every environment in Silksong is just so interactable. Uh-oh. Slightly scary situation to be in, but we can pogo fine. We can pogo these enemies just fine. I think I should leave the small bird alive for as long as I can again. It's beneficial to not have too many of them around. I imagine in phase 2 the boss will simply decide to spawn more enemies anyway. But right, never mind. I guess you're not staying alive. You're gonna do a dive at me. Whenever you're floating in midair, you're gonna do a dive. That's fairly easy to understand. Nice. Okay, just one of that takes you out. We didn't even need to heal while you were knocked out there. That's quite convenient. You're gonna do a chain move maybe? No, just a dive. That's gonna be a dive. Ooh, very lucky that I dodged that. Dang, I maybe should have healed there. Actually, I can still heal. Should it prove necessary, you're gonna do a chain attack. Oh, but my... oh, this other bird's still around, so I can't even heal during it. Okay, do a chain attack again, please. You know what, that works. I'll heal up here. Don't attack me. Well, attack me on the ground if you must. That's fine. Oh, that's a funny chain maneuver. Whatever. Oh, we'll leave that one bird around. I don't know if you will ever feel like summoning more while... like, I don't know if in phase 2 you summon more enemies while other enemies are still around, but... so far that strategy has seemed to work out pretty well for me. Chain attack, that's fine. I didn't get... I should keep my mouth shut. I was gonna say that's fine. I didn't even get hit by the chains. But looks like that was about to change. Oh, funny bounce. Stay away! You bastard! Can't believe you just dodged in that direction. That's awfully rude. Awfully rude of you. Chain attack? No. Oh, I would love to heal at some point decently soon. There we go. Great opportunity for that. I'm sure I could pogo those chains too. I just need to not fall into them or have them fly into me. The way that they have been doing, dude. How did you perfectly know that that's where I was gonna be? Okay, do your dash or chain move. Thank you, thank you. I must get some silk to heal. That's all I need, thank you. Stay down on the ground for just a moment for me, thank you. You're the triple shot man. No, you're doing chain stuff. What am I doing? I'm throwing horribly. Awfully throwing. Oh, you are not awfully throwing triple shot man. You are managing to aim quite well. No, stay away! I must heal, and I can heal. But health, that doesn't mean our health will be in a good state after the heal. Oh, it might soon be, though. That's better. Ooh, we can, hopefully, dang it. I was gonna say hopefully we can get some easy soul off of these small birds, but not happening. Chain move. Watch out. I can heal. Don't attack me on the ground. That's fine. You're just gonna do a dive move. Okay, we haven't used our Silk skill in a while because I was desperately trying to get a heal off, but... Oh, stay away. What? Okay, that chain doesn't actually even hit you initially. That's good to know. That is very good to know. Because I was inside that chain, I swear. But I didn't take damage because it hadn't, like, put out the spikes yet. That seems to be how it works. You are dead, Crawfather. I will check the entry in just a moment. For once, I didn't interrupt the final animation. I'll actually watch what's happening. Yeah, there were more people around in the background, but they did not decide to fight me. Crawfather, Lord and Justice of Farloom's Craws, delivers death to condemned bugs with his steel-plated beak. Did he recognize my part played in this land's void-strung state? If so, perhaps his judgment was not unfair. To these bugs I have brought much destruction. Yeah, it's nice to see you acknowledge that, Hornet. Craw Memento. Iron Emblem of the Court of Craws, absolving the bearer of all crimes past and future. The memento can be displayed in a home. Right, that's nice. Another thing to place in our house. Pretty sure this one on the left is also that. Yeah. Did we get this from... Yeah, we got this from Garmund, who is sadly dead now. Unfortunate. Can I play the needle in here? Also, well, two things. This reminded me, or well, I don't know, nothing here specifically, but I was just reminded of something else to talk about in relation to Silksong being a sequel. Because if it had been a prequel, it would have made it very simple in regards to the timelines. Because in Hollow Knight, you have like 5 different endings, and some of those have very different implications for the future of Hallowness and I guess the world in general. In one, there's like a horrible void monster spreading outwards, and in one, there's like Hornets about to fight the Hollow Knight, and in some of them, Hornet's just left to wander around freely, and I guess all of them could lead to a Hornet exploring some other kingdom in the future. Right? No, not all of them. So this definitely cannot be after the Sealed Siblings ending, can it? Which is when you have done enough story to have Hornet like show up at the Black Egg Temple, but then you don't go to fight the Radiants. You just go do... you just go defeat the Hollow Knight and, well, become the new one containing the Radiants, right? That's Sealed Siblings, and Hornet just kind of gets sealed in there with you, and Hornet's mask becomes like a binding seal on the Black Egg Temple. So this cannot be after that, because Hornet, unless Hornet somehow gets out of there and unleashes the Radiance again. Alright, no, I guess, no, not necessarily. You exiting the Black Egg Temple, like the Black Egg Temple's seal being broken and you exiting it, doesn't necessarily mean that the Radiance is spreading throughout Hallowness yet, or again. The seal is there more to protect the Hollow Knight, so that no one like goes and disrupts the whole Radiance containing situation there. Yeah, so it's sort of like a double seal. The Hollow Knight contains the Radiance, and then the Black Egg Temple contains the Hollow Knight, and the seal there is to protect... I don't know. I guess it's also sort of an extra protection against the Radiance, but that like isn't really its main purpose at all. Its main purpose is to contain and protect the Hollow Knight itself. Okay, so we have opened up this direction now. Was this just bonus, or will this lead me towards my goal? Is the main question. It's feeling more and more like just bonus. Crawbell. Nest fashioned from an old bell. Once set up, young craws will occasionally roost within, filling the bell with shell shards and rosaries. It can be installed on the exterior of a home. Interesting. Shell shards and rosaries. So we just have like an automatic money and shell shard regen factory at our home now. That's interesting. Not a type of item that I'd ever expect to get in Hollow Knight. Or well, the Hollow Knight-like game. This feels like something that you'd get in Stardew Valley. Like, okay, after a while, you can get some sort of item that will, like, automatically produce some resource for you. It's like a farming game thing more. Interesting that we just get a thing like that in Hollow Knight. Well, this does not seem to lead us closer to our destination, but that does not mean I am at all unhappy about doing this. Very cool. Always love to find a bit of an arena plus boss fight location. I guess almost every boss fight in this game has been an arena plus a boss fight. It almost goes without saying. Sometimes there's an arena right before a boss fight, an enemy arena, an enemy gauntlet, whatever. And sometimes they're both combined into one, where you have enemies and a boss. Yeah, it's interesting how those have been mixed up in here. Well, that was the summons then. And we now know it's been taken care of. I would like to go to our home and read it, and I guess we've got several items to place in our bell home anyway. So it might be time to pay that a visit soon. Hold on, before I go to Verdania again, I want to see. Anything down here? No, doesn't seem like it. We've still got some steel-beaked birds around here. Crows, I mean, sorry. Not birds. Not at all birds. Birds would be way too large. I guess some birds can be pretty tiny, but they would still be large compared to bugs. Hello, you're still just standing here. No more talk. That's fine. Interesting, like, heartbeat zoom out that is done there. Does that mean I had an option to disturb them more and that would have turned into a fight or something? It still sounds like the Green Prince thing might continue somehow. Simply because of how intense that room there is. We are in Verdania. Dang it. We're in Verdania again. Wait, should I play my memory song there to the left? Maybe. That enemy just killed itself on the spikes. That's crazy. Not that that's an unusual thing for enemies to do. It's just usually it's like... You know, they don't immediately jump from their spawn location into spikes. You need to at least like push them around a bit or like lure them. But no, this one just did it. Okay, so our resting spot is here. I'm glad to have a bench here. I think. I don't know. I might not be so glad once I find out in a couple of seconds that there's nothing at all to do here. But for the moment, I'm not entirely convinced that playing the needle in near the Green Prince won't lead us to some sort of scary discovery. Oh! That's doing something more than just a needle in performance. I think the down needle in... Yeah, hold on. We are like literally entering the memory right here. That's interesting. And I was correct. There was indeed something more to do there. So we're in another dream world. This time it seems like we won't be ascending straight up, though. I guess it can't hurt to try. Oh, looks like this does not work if there's not something to grapple onto up above. That's good to know. I asked that before, but I never tested it out, I guess. So this is what Verdania used to look like. Of course, on the map, we're still in the same location as always. You're gonna be new enemy, aren't you? Pendra, flighty insect that lives beside still waters. Yeah, these waters are looking pretty still. This is exciting. We get to another green area, though. Different, green in a slightly different way. Wait, do we get to adventure alongside the Green Prince in the state that things were in? Or will this be like the future Green Prince who is aware that we are in a memory? I wonder. But yeah, I like the way these leaves look. We've seen these in some other places, but I'm glad to get a whole area filled with them. Hello. The myth we made, by grace, by blade. All bowed before we Princess Green. Okay, so you are aware that we're talking about the past here. Uh-huh. Song, sing to me. Peace earned by claw. Look at those lines coming in from outside. Path lost in shade. All born free. Peace earned by claw. All born brave. Interesting. Yeah, you see those like sprout tall, spread far. Wait, that was a new line though. Yeah, usually when we play the needle in teaming thriving, it doesn't show up like that. For shoot and sheath and blade. All born brave. Stones washed green. Okay. I think that's quite enough. I do wonder if you'll be following me around here. Will we be seeing you in other locations here? Or not? Interesting that this isn't acid either. Like, there's no acid in this game that you can't swim in. And of course that was a significant thing to encounter in Hollow Knight. But Hornet might have just also gotten Ismastir or something. Lost Verdania. It seems to me that this is going to be more of a major area than the Coral Tower was. Like, there the real area was Sands of Karak. Okay, we've got some more timed platforms. But yeah, the Coral Tower itself, the location where you're inside a memory, that was quite insignificant compared to everything else. This also has like a thing that you hit that shows up, that causes timed platforms to appear. Same way as Sands of Karak did, but these ones are of course slightly different. It's just I'm noticing some similarities. Where have we seen these before? These, like, lily pad platforms. Oh, I think it was in the Memoriam, which makes sense, because that was a recreation of Verdania. Leaf Roller. Pointed scurrier posing as plant life. Indeed. I think it's very interesting. Like, I don't know. I just really like the notion of, like... Because you're exploring, like, lost or broken kingdoms anyway. But now you're, like, literally in a lost area that is so gone that it doesn't exist anymore. You're just in memories. And I guess the White Palace was in a... You know, the situation with the White Palace in Hollow Knight was pretty similar. But this somehow seems like that to an even greater extent. Hello. You seem somewhat related to the Green Prince, don't you? Wow, you love zipping around. You sure do. Zipping around type of enemy. How much health do you have? My goodness. Oh, people really had a lot of strength in the past. They not. Hello, who are you? Verdanair. Like Verdania. Darting warrior with sharpened forelimbs and tightened senses. Yeah, darting is quite a good term to describe you. You're just zipping all over the place. Stop it. Shush. Stop. I'm gonna die to you. I would prefer not to, so I will run to the right and heal. Hello. You are, of course, quite capable of darting right after me, aren't you? Oh, no, dude. Dude, I wish the attacks just dealt double damage instead of catching me and then hitting me twice. That's so... that feels so much worse than just taking double damage. I don't know, maybe that's just me. But it is a very funny... What? That's just the corpse of that enemy that I killed. Got it. I didn't realize I had knocked them down into the pit. And, well, this explains the purpose of this platform quite well. Now, that's a screen transition. Following my general strategy, I should not take it yet, because we haven't explored in every other direction in this room. Only once we've done that, should I take it upon myself to go through a screen transition. Dude, every enemy zips around here. Stop! I must heal. Hello? Oh, I still didn't put on my Silk Spear, did I? It might be nice to go back to using it. As I said, it's been ages since we did. And, oh, dang it. It might be nice feeling like we're in early game again. Oh, well, yeah, because we've got enemies that are way tougher now. And it would be cool to use the ability that we had in early game. Escallion, blindingly fast, winged warrior able to launch pointed pinions from its forelimbs. Blindingly fast indeed. Dude, everyone's fast in here. They're just zipping around. Oh, what? You're not for killing? I mean, I'm sure you are. I'm not fast enough. Oh my god, that's a new kind of Fool Eater. Hello. Will you show up again? Are you one of these now? No, I think you've just respawned. Hello. What? Okay, you... I must really attack you real fast. I want to get at least one entry for you. And then I'm sure we'll grind you later. Hello. Maybe I just do this here. Okay, that wasn't quite enough. Also, I realized that using silk might not be the best idea. Can I just hit you from the side? No. As far as the game's concerned, at that moment, you are still just a lily pad. But yeah, we should probably keep our silk for healing. We shouldn't be using Threat Storm. We can deal some slow hits here. There we go. You are dead. Who are you? Nupar. Predatory plant with a powerful jaw shaped to resemble a lily pad. I mean, not just to resemble. Like, we were able to smack that jaw and nothing happened. Whoops. That's not how you platform. Not at all. Oh, looks like you can refresh these platforms by hitting that butt again. So you don't have to wait for it to reset and then hit it again. Unlike some certain similar platforms in other games. What? You're just dead? That's fine. Works for me. Although, I did run down here explicitly to murder you. I wish you told me that you intended on dying in the water. Look at the pretty leaves in the background. And this is a new music track, of course, as well. Oh, I guess we're going this way. We didn't go left to that other secret path. More directions, more directions. I feel like this left one might be a bench. We can climb all the way up. Wait, I just have a map for this? Verdania. Yeah, that is so funny. It's so funny. It's a new map. I mean, no, I guess it isn't. It is just the Verdania map, but in a dream world. You've unlocked every map in the game. That's such a funny achievement, because it's literally a lie. Oh my goodness. And like, it technically also isn't. Like, they're getting you on a technicality. You do have all the maps in the game, but you haven't seen the dream versions yet. But I guess this isn't a map that we have to buy, so that's something. Hold on, what am I doing? I'm just jumping up and down. I'm still not sure if I should go check downwards. Skill issue, massive skill issue. If I should go check downwards first or not. Oh. Ooh, I can poke on that butt. That makes things easier. Aha, bonus direction up here. Oh, I shouldn't have broken that. What? We're getting a dream route? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ooh, this is not good. Oh, and they disappear too. Got it. That makes sense. Let's try that again. Uh-oh. Can I break that again? I can. But hold on. First of all, I want to play the needle in, and I also wanted to inspect you. All born brave. I think that's all you say. Yeah, the needling effect in these dreams is very different. I still didn't inspect you. Oh well. I really shouldn't use my double jump so fast here. No! I'm throwing! Dang it. Immediately throwing already. That's quite silly. Anyway, again, I'm glad I came this upwards direction first. This seems to be, entirely bonus. Perhaps I should have left. Oh, I still didn't inspect it. That's fine. Oh, and we're dead. Spawn me up here, please. Thank you. Could you please re-knit yourself? Reset the puzzle real quick. Thank you. Okay, can I inspect you? No, good. That means I had nothing to really be worried about, did I now? What do you mean, dude? Hello? Oh, please. Oh, I'm terrible at this challenge, apparently. Oh, whoa, 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 dude. I should go find a bench, maybe. Hold on. We'll add a marker up here. We can't. Because this isn't a real place. Okay, up this room is a secret. To the left, probably a bench. I will descend a bit further. Because we haven't explored every transition yet. There we go. Okay, you were not going to be too dangerous, I hope. I should simply be able to get some silk off of you. But not enough to heal quite yet. Okay, what is that down there? That almost looks like something that might contain mossberries, but evil. Not you, of course. I mean the nodes. Hello? Hold on. Let's try the Shaw. Except it consumes silk, of course. Like, what? You can't do it mid-air. You cannot do the taunt mid-air. For some reason, I thought it would work like a bind where you freeze mid-air and then... well, whatever. Oh, but we don't lose rosaries in there, do we? Whoops, didn't mean to have a chat. Shush, 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 Green Prince. I'm not trying to talk to you. I like how they indicate that you need to play the needle in here with just this, like, pulsing and the effects at the edge of the screen. And I guess the Green Prince, like, explicitly remembering their dead partner here. And I guess old times in general. And grieving for them. That also indicates that this has got something to do with memories. But yeah, I imagine I have my rosaries, right? Yeah, you don't lose rosaries because this is a dream world. That also means that I imagine they will feel quite free to ramp up the challenge a bit. I don't know. Not that they haven't felt free to ramp up the challenge a bit anyway. But they might feel even more free to do so. And I wonder if they will even give us any benches at all here. Wait, what is this section? Have I climbed this? I have no memory of this whatsoever. Okay, I would have gone up here. Whoops, dang it. Let's try not to lose all our health on the way back to the right. Okay, hold on. Yeah, so I went here. Did I ever check bottom right here? Since we don't need to get our cocoon back, I don't need to be too worried. I think. Oh, yeah, it's another one of these red coin challenges here. Sheesh. What am I saying? I'm like, oh yeah, let's not take any screen transitions until I've explored the whole room, and then I just don't go down here like at all. Is this another screen transition? No. There we go. We can use that little dash trick to get up here. Well, oh, almost certainly the red coin, the dream route, whatever this is called, actually, is going to take us to the right there. Let's play the song, though. All born free. And I guess if we don't have a map for this place anyway, it doesn't really matter what order I explore things in. I mean, I don't know, maybe it'll still make it easier to keep track of where we've been if I don't take transitions until I've explored the whole room. Okay, you have the same words. Okay. I see. That was way easier for me somehow. Looks like it cost something to appear up above. I imagine what they want you to do is they want you to push this platform to the left so it's slightly easier to, like, get a full run off of it. But maybe not. I'm not exactly sure how you would do that. Now, what did that cause to happen even? Sounded like some sort of effect triggered up above, but where? Could have maybe checked. Oh, you're still around, of course, but you're on a different lily pad now. That's cool. Nice that they change it up like that. Oh, right, we must go to the left. Yeah, I maybe should have checked the platform that we triggered the red coins on. It seemed like it was just broken, so I'm not really sure what to make of that. Do I have, like, any trace of a cocoon here? Or is there just nothing? I guess some aspect of my essence still lingering here. No, it seems that isn't the case. Oh, that's just silk. That just gives you silk. Well, I was desperately looking for silk last time, but I didn't quite make it to this corner. I died just next to it, to that other enemy that I was also trying to get silk off of. Now the question is, I almost feel like that left direction is bonus. Wait, but we are on the map. We haven't sat on a bench before, but we are actually moving around on the map, which is interesting. Huh. I'm still not exactly sure how all this dream mapping stuff is gonna work. But it sure is interesting. Okay, this time, Watch this. We're gonna first try this challenge, because it's... Well, it's really a piece of cake. There's no challenge to it whatsoever. I simply need to not, like, let go of my gliding move. Yeah. Alright, so I think that pointed in the same direction as the previous result, like the result of the previous challenge. So it's somewhere to the top left of us now. Yeah, and this statue doesn't seem to be doing anything, which is about what I expected. That probably means the other one also didn't tell us anything new. And that means that this left direction is perhaps not even a bench, but is the main direction that we want to go in. In that case, I will leave both this rightward direction and the top left direction unexplored for the moment, because I want to go to that other bonus direction. Are you the enemy now? You're not. Oh! Yeah, so I want to go past this place where we fought those guys that showed up in the foreground. And whoa, my goodness. And I want to go here. Is this bonus? It might not be. Maybe this is like the opposite of bonus. This might be precisely the way to go to make progress, but well, how am I to know that? This seemed like bonus to me. And I still think it is. This looks like a wall we break from the other direction, so I think this is probably just a quick short loop up above. Watch me be wrong. I'm gonna be so wrong in just a moment. That's a transition left. That's it. Okay, you know what? I am so very wrong. I love being so... Dude, stop it! And now I think again that that path to the left in that other room on the right was probably a bench room. How silly of me. Oh, but is that a bench? No, I think that's a switch to open this door. Okay. This room is very vertical. Aha, we have finally reached the dead end. You'll love to see those. The best thing you ever want to see in a Metroidvania is the dead end, and that is, of course, not sarcasm. I've talked about this repeatedly. Leaf roller. Simple, graceful, another fine bog lost forever from these lands. Wait. Okay, it did say from. I thought there was a typo and it said form, but no, it said from. Okay, so, lowest entrance first. And that was that one up there. Got it. We will take the lowest entrance first. I'm hoping this is what will loop down below. This sounds like a battle room. Or is it just a nice little serene room? No, I was trying to get you to sing to me. I don't know if I even can. We certainly can't get the void enemies to sing to us, but you are not a void enemy. But you are a memory enemy, so that might also be a special type of enemy that simply cannot sing with the needle in! Oh, I love that turnaround. We like parried and then we had to like recover on the ground for a moment and then turned around and did like this nail dash slash. Wow, that felt very cool. You are an enemy, are you? No. Oh, I bet I could pogo on those. Nope, but I can parry those. Ow, wow, 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 wow. We still haven't got what? We still don't have an invincibility dash. I don't know why that was impossible for me to say. Yeah, we still don't have a dash with iframes. And I hope we don't get one. I've said this repeatedly. I just don't think it makes sense for this game to have a dash with iframes. And I hope it stays that way. I hope I'm correct about that. I feel like we have so many movement opportunities that just giving us something that gives us free iframes like that would just be kind of crazy. What? You can swim? You're so cool. I mean, I guess you're living in an area with a lot of water in it. It might be best for you to swim, but you'd be surprised. Enemies in other video games. Sometimes live in water areas. And perhaps even in Silksong, in this video game. I don't know. Sometimes enemies live in water areas and it cannot survive in the water. Or live in an area with awful spiky propeller blades. And can't survive in awful spiky propeller blades. How silly of them. Look at this flower in the foreground. It almost looks like a radar or a satellite dish. Although no, I think its shape isn't quite right. Because it needs to be like a, what is it, a paraboloid shape? This one's more of just like an angle. I don't think this would reflect light rays into the same location. I think that's just a silly flower. Aha, another red coin challenge. Oh, and that seems to be the entire point of this room. That's fine. Don't mind if I do. I didn't play the needle in that time because it seemed to me that previously we got the same dialogue as the first time. Okay, are we unlocking like a door up there? Like, is this necessary? Are we going to all these different rooms? And we need to do these red coin challenges in order to make progress? Or is this a bonus? And if we don't do this, we will simply miss out on some sort of thing. But we won't be stopped from making progress. Good question, I say to my own question. You always want to be nice to your own questions. They're like a pretty decent chunk of the things that you can say, you know. What? Another hopper? But you're all mossed up? What are you? Clover stag. Placid native of Verdania. Its height closely mimics the flora of this territory. I'm sorry, I have to kill 9 more of you for my journal. The other hoppers in that other area, I think it was the marrow. Or like marrow going into deep docks, they were jumping on lava. They were also peaceful. They always had like 1 or 2 enemies in Hollow Knight and Silksong. Well, you know, Hollow Knight had a couple of enemies like this, Silksong has a couple of enemies like this that are just completely peaceful. And you'd have no reason to kill them other than for like getting silk or for the Hunter's Journal. Just to make you feel a little bit evil. They make enemies like that. How kind of them. Oh, nice. What? Wait, you don't? Oh, I was gonna say you don't even deal damage, but I think it was just a very fortunate hitbox moment there. What? I don't think... No, that does count as an entry for me. I think it would count even if I didn't hit you first. We already talked about this. This doesn't have like Minecraft rules. Oh, hello. That's a secret for me for sure. Well, for anyone, they find it, but currently for me, I'm the one that found it. I thought that was like a snail shape on that platform, but I think that's just a random rock. Well, likely made of bug shells still, but... Oh, you are an enemy of mine and must be defeated, I think. Hello, could you show up, please? There we go. I think I got 2 hits there. That's good. Getting 2 hits is better than none. Wait, what if I just... Like, what am I doing, actually? What if I tossed this down here, and now you came to life and you got fried? Wow, no, I think you initially were shielded by still being in lily pad mode. I tossed it too early. Okay, but what about now? Well, you might have died anyway. But yeah, that tool is very effective in water, given that it creates electricity. So I quite like it. Man, it's so nice that you can simply reset this platform anytime you end up back at that bad. That's so convenient. Usually features like that simply don't exist. Oh, what? That one first? Alright, I see how it is. Yeah, these are mostly about speed and not tricky platforming. But also, well, the speed isn't that tricky to get right either. Except for that first section in that one room all the way on the right. Well, not all the way. There was more stuff to the right. Let me in the hidden wall. I know you're here. That's not an evil creature to bite me. That's good. I like creatures that aren't evil and don't bite me. Do I need... Well, okay, I probably don't need to. But I think they want us to push this lily pad over. Which is pretty cool. I don't think Hollow Knight at any section like this where you need to like move a box to climb on, essentially. What? You are also this kind of challenge? That's crazy. Okay, Hornet, we're gonna want to hurry. These aren't too forgiving on the timer, even though they are, well, they're decently forgiving. Yeah, this one was quite sneakily hidden away behind a hidden wall too. Also, aren't we currently in an area that was behind a hidden wall on its own? No, we're not. The one on the left was, but that also led to one of these challenges. So it feels like they must be bonus. They're quite sneaky. Okay. I keep ascending and ascending. There are definitely some entrances that I haven't taken. Or maybe there's only the entrance all the way to the right. What is this? Why is this so glowy? Is this a map maker's quill? Or something like that? But we already have a map for this. Like, yeah, we haven't sat on a bench and filled it in, but we still have a map for this place. Yeah, that room on the right. I think I definitely should have gone there. I'm almost... Like, I'm quite certain that there must have been a bench there. Uh-oh. We're doing a challenge like this in a room. That we haven't explored otherwise. Okay, never mind. It mostly took us on a familiar loop. Hello, Green Prince. You're tracking your partner, are you? Here, the trail of the stag touched pale. We hunted her, felled her, as none before were able. Okay, not your partner then. Proof it became of her majesty, mark of our divine right. Wait, a stag? This doesn't look like anything that a stag from Hollow Knight would have on them. And it also doesn't look like a bellway beast. Might be a different creature then. I think these creatures hopping around here were called that. Yeah, actually, it does look like their tail. I wonder why it's glowing. Mark of our divine right. That sounds a bit suspicious. Our divine right to rule? That sounds like a concerning belief to hold. Teeming, thriving, all born free. Paths lost in shade. All born free. Yeah, okay. I'm pretty sure it's the same song. Stones washed green. There you are. So, do I want to go this way? If the Green Prince is in this direction, that sounds like this is like a main story direction, and I should check that right room first. But first we'll explore this entire room. to take care of all the transitions. But it's quite a large room, isn't it? Oh, that's the stag that was talked about. I would think so anyway. Aha, last entry for you, Pendra. Though generally passive, their sharp masks can cause injury if carelessly blundered into. Indeed. I do that a lot, carelessly blundering. Should probably do a bit less of that. So, stag. Wait, are you the one that we've been collecting red coins for? You are glowy. How large is this room? Hello? Are we sure that I haven't missed any secrets along the way? I should try randomly jumping into ceilings, because that's another type of secret that Hollow Knight would like to have a lot of, and I don't know that we've found too many of those in this game. Which might either mean that they don't exist, or that I've completely missed them. I can go back, right? I don't know, I feel like I'm kind of too far down this path already. But no, I am not. I will go back to that room on the right. This very much feels... Oh, dang it. This very much feels like a main story path. So sorry, Green Prince. I will abandon you for a moment and check that other room on the right. It was the wrong idea to come left, because this does not seem like bonus at all. We might even be able to open that door that we saw in the vertical room here. Like if we take the right path, that transition that I thought might be a bench transition, might instead just, well, I don't. It might give us a bench, but it might also lead us here to open this door from the other side. And then of course we have a dropping down section from up above. I think we might have been approaching it. Yeah, maybe we would have been led to drop down here anyway. In which case, I've made a bad decision again, going back to the right room. I think overall in Silksong, I've done a pretty good job of determining which way is bonus and which way isn't, but this one right here, deciding to go left, I think that was wrong. So we're gonna go right. We're going to fix that. We're going to amend our error. Aha, that one's the chompy bitey one. Again, I should be attacking them, because like, when else am I gonna get the Hunter Journal entry for them? I guess they could show up in the middle of a fight. Oh, wouldn't that be cool? We got a fight on a pond, like an enemy arena. And then some of the enemies... well, you know, like the platforms that we stand on are going to be these chompy guys. The Fool Eater alikes. What? You're over here too, Green Prince? I'm so confused what you want from me. These waters at Land's Edge and the shrine atop, our furtive escape, our brief retreat from rule. So many moments spent simple, joyful, free. I think this... Is this even your land? It almost sounds like you and your partner like fled to here and you hunted, but this isn't where your tribe was originally from. Huh. Sounds like you're like free from the pressures of your land and your duties. So you like came here for a vacation even. Uncertain, but then again... Yeah, I'm not quite sure what to make of that, but there you go. Now you're a Pendra and we already got an entry for you, I think. Okay, I can go over this, and this feels like a bit like a point of no return. You are a large Pendra. Was I meant to be able to make that jump? Can't quite tell. Dude, get down here. You don't seem aggressive at all, but I must, you don't understand, it's for science. I must fill out my journal. I've got a creepy child, not mine, just a random creepy child who wants me to complete this journal. Pendragor. That's like a reference to King Arthur, isn't it? King Arthur Pendragon? Isn't that a thing? Like, isn't that their last name? Pendragor. A heavy insect that lives near large bodies of water. Its weighty body is best avoided. Are we gonna pull a sword out of a stone here? Is that what's gonna happen? Hold on. There's obviously a very important object at the center of this. Oh, that's a secret transition. Or maybe even a regular one. Dude, there's so much stuff everywhere. How do I know which direction is bonus and which way isn't? It might be that they're all bonus. This might be like a very open-ended area that you explore in any direction that you wish. In which case, me running back here was also a silly idea. When 3 fonts weep, our sacred shrine shall rise. Our sacred shrine shall rise. That's not meant to be a tongue twister, I think. My own tongue twists in weird ways all on its own. My silly tongue. Okay, so 3 fonts weep. I would love to add a marker for this, but instead I will write it down. Right side of a lost Verdania. When 3 fonts weep. Something? What do you do when 3 fonts weep? Our sacred shrine shall rise. So perhaps this is the way to go. And we need to explore all the rest of the land to get back here. We need to make the 3 fonts weep. That's a button. A trap kind of button or what? No. A bench kind of button. No? No, it's a weeping font kind of button. Okay. So, sacred shrine shall rise. We're still... Like, goodness me, how far to the right we are on the map. That's crazy, and we're not heading down towards this goal at all. This might not have anything to do with Verdania then. So that's presumably one of the 3 fonts. Maybe we do open all of them just in this room alone. And it's not a thing where you run across the whole area. What a cool room. Wow, and they just hold on. Secret down here? Like, what's the point of that one? Aha, a font. Good thing I came here then. Should I play the needle into these fonts? I don't see why it would do much. Wait, is the needle in? Like, are those beams of light, are those indicating direction to me? Is that what those are about? It almost seems like they're telling me, like, if you go that way, then you can do things. Maybe these aren't just random decorations, but they instead are, like, guides for if you're lost. Or maybe not for if you're lost, but they presumably do point you towards something. I don't know. Maybe it is just a random direction that they point in. But it certainly didn't feel like that for a moment. Was I meant to poke on you? No, I could have just claw-lined over here. Aha, so that's the 3 fonts. Looks like I didn't need to take that note that I took. Yeah, look at it. I'm pretty sure those are pointing in specific directions. Oh, should I have defeated that upper creature? I don't know that I'll have any other opportunities to fight them. So, Sacred Shrine. Whatever, even if this isn't bonus, I'm sure they'll let us explore other parts of Lost Verdania as well. Right. Right. Like, just because I'm doing this doesn't mean that I'm blocked off from the rest of this map. Sacred Shrine has arisen. What are you, then? Lift your voices, know our grace. Okay, and they're, like, making us play. But not Down Needle, and this is just the regular one. Oh, well, at least that's what the prompt was. Yeah, there we go. Right. These seem to be the sort of objects that we've been collecting around here. I see. They are. They are also working towards that. And hey, it's pointing in that same direction that our needling glow is pointing. Yeah, so it seems to be maybe pointing us towards everything we can collect these little tier things from. Is that what's happening? I wonder, like, if I played it earlier, would it have helped me find those secrets that I just happened to find on my own? It does seem like these are maybe required for this area then, because this shrine seemed quite significant. Okay, well, I think we're done with this whole room then, other than perhaps Hunter's Journal entries. But we can worry about those later. I really like having 3 silk charges, so that I can use my claw line a lot. That certainly feels very convenient, and this is how we get back across. How wonderful. Hello. Have you got a comment for what I just did? No, you don't. Alright, that's fine. You sit around there and reminisce. I have no issue with that whatsoever. I finally get to check out this door here that I think will end up leading me back towards that other door that was blocked off with a switch before. You're gonna be an enemy, right? Nope. But that flying one is. So we have fought them before. I was just wondering if this lily pad was gonna be one of those Fool Eater ones. Oh! There we go. People who haven't played Hollow Knight who watch me play Silksong would be so confused. Because, like, so many times I'm just referencing something from Hollow Knight, but, like, I don't know. What do you expect? This is the sequel to Hollow Knight. A lot of people who play this will have played Hollow Knight. That's kind of the whole thing. But the point is, like, you will not know why I'm calling these Fool Eaters. Although I guess it's a fairly self-explanatory name anyway. Fool Eaters. But yeah, Hollow Knight had a similar enemy. But again, I wouldn't really recommend watching my Silksong playthrough if you haven't played Hollow Knight, because... hoo boy, do I talk about Hollow Knight spoilers a lot. At least in some streams. I guess there are streams where I don't, but a lot of the time I do. Oh, you are an enemy for me to murder. I love murdering my enemies. And inhaling them and making them later in the day. Verdania's music is also nice. It's not like a very strong, memorable melody. It's more like just this atmosphere. But like, that's fine. You need music like that. And it's good. I like it. It's just, you know... themes with stronger melodies, or, I don't know, is strong the right word? Just, like, more distinguishable, more memorable melodies. They tend to be, well, more easily memorable. So Bone Bottom and Coral Chambers. Well, I don't know. Actually, those are also pretty atmospheric. Lace is a theme that is, like, just very much just a specific melody rather than being atmospheric. I wonder where Green Path falls, because I feel like Green Path's theme for Hollow Knight is one that just It keeps coming to mind. Whenever I think of like, okay, what's that one theme from Silksong? I feel like the first theme that pops into my mind is Green Path from Hollow Knight. And I guess Green Path is, like, I don't know, it is meant to create a general atmosphere for Green Path, but overall I think it's got a pretty memorable melody to it. Whereas this Verdania theme, for example, is more of a background kind of theme, which again, you want to have some of those. And I like the way it sounds. That's the whole reason why I'm talking about the music right now, is that I was like, hey, yeah, look at that. Verdania theme is happening. I should maybe take note of that, or, well, not take note. I should point it out. Ow! Rude to descend upon someone like this and damage them, wouldn't you say? Is this an arena? Maybe I should climb the upper part, maybe I should climb this challenge section first. I imagine this might even be a tier thing. It's a house? That's not what I expected at all. Why is this glowing? Aha, look, we've got 2 directions that were being pointed in. Oh, Green Prince is up here as well. Oh, this place is filled with the spider silk. Is that just because it's like a memory? We're getting to the edge of the memory? Our capital, built grand, the seat of our sovereignty, slipped from my mind. Yeah, that's why it is all silky here. Why does it fade? Why can I not recall that sacred place? I don't know, I think that might mean that we'll do a boss fight there. You're not gonna have a new song though, are you? What if I played it the lower tone? Okay, that doesn't seem to be affecting what you sing of. Okay. So this is your capital, and it's fading from your memory. I really like how that silk just kind of came into view there. Surely this isn't like a separate direction to go. And this is an indoor area instead, right? I think it might still be a direction to go. I thought it would be an indoor area that we enter, but I guess it wasn't like a door. Like, it wasn't a door that you go and you hit up to enter. We actually just went left through a transition. So that doesn't really make sense. It doesn't make sense for me to think that. Dude, I hate taking double damage from hits that just do two hits fast. Kindanir, child of Verdania, fully capable to fight despite its young age. You know what? That's quite correct. I was feeling bad that I was getting hit by them so much, but honestly, yeah, they are tiny, but they are fierce. Indoor area or not? No, it is an indoor area, or at least it doesn't seem like it leads in a further direction, which is really what I'm mainly interested in. We still haven't sat on a bench in here, because we haven't found one. And maybe Dream Areas just don't have a bench. That might not make sense. Although, of course, the White Palace had a bench. More than one, in fact. Oh, that seems to have done something significant, I would say. Do we think it's caused the memory to be less faded up here also? Green Prince, how are you feeling now? You're not the Green Prince. Oh, but there is way less silk here. Yeah, look at that. So is that what we've been doing? Like, if I'd gotten here earlier before I unlocked the rest of those memory points, would this have been even more faded? And maybe we wouldn't have even been able to enter that room that we did enter? Or is it just like a... Okay, you either have all of them or you don't. It doesn't get gradually less faded over time. So these are like memory fragments that we're collecting. I don't know what you'd actually call them, but I'm sure there's an official name. Not that the game would necessarily tell us. Surely Team Cherry must have called them something when they were making them. Okay, so we could climb up through here. Do I want to do that at the moment? I was kind of hoping to connect this. Dang it, that's not... Oh, you can definitely make this jump though. I just need to find the right angle for it. Come on. There we go. Yeah, so do I want to climb up here? Ooh, because if this is like the main thing that we've been unlocking with these memories, that feels very significant, doesn't it? Do I want to go this way yet, or should I go the other direction for bonus first? Because both this room has this room has something in its bottom left for us to explore, and then of course there was that other path that I turned back from because I thought the right side was bonus. Whatever, I will enter. Hello. That's a build up to a boss fight. Or well, I don't know. You can just hear. You can hear the strings and the drums and well, whatever else. I don't think you actually have drums. But it's you know, it's strings performing sort of a drum roll function, I guess. Whatever the actual instrument is, probably a viola or like a... You know what? I don't remember what that other instrument is called that's in my mind. Oh, this is also an arena, but not a boss. Whatever, we'll do an arena. We should be able to get back here pretty fast anyway, even though we don't have a bench. What? I was gonna pogo, and I swear I was trying to. What? You're just descending down from up above like that. Oh my goodness, just stop! Pretty fun parries though, so don't stop actually. We just need to get a bit better at actually parrying those intentionally. Don't descend upon me from the skies. I need to look up above me, it seems. Wait, this sort of has a Mantis Swords vibe, I have to say. These ones are even more zippy and zoomy. Wow, those bugs... For a moment I thought you were like one of those jailer bugs, but no, you're not gross and furry like they are. Can't believe that I'm playing as Hornet and I'm calling something gross and furry. Seems like those words wouldn't go together, but honestly, those jailers, like, they're not really furry. They've got like just 2 specks of fur coming out of their body in some locations. And overall, the jailer bugs, not very fun to be around. And I think it's fair to say that. They freaking imprisoned us. And like, stole all our stuff and then played around with it. Like, that's no good. You can't be doing that. Heal, Hornet, heal, and then dash down. Okay, whatever. You can dash to the left if you wish. I won't stop you. Well, I don't know. I will. Dude, stop! Okay, this is aerial combat arena. And I should probably be in the air more. Or we can do that. That's also fine. More enemies! Dude, stop being in my way! Maybe I should throw my electricity into the water. That might help. I don't know how though, because none of these enemies are in the water. I just said that might help because, you know what? I actually don't know why I said that. I don't believe it! I guess sometimes you end up in water. Some of these enemies. Spend some time in water occasionally. I should heal. I really should. There we go. I heal, and now you don't throw your goop at me immediately. Sorry, that's not goop. I'm just used to having goop thrown at me. Aha, and you are dead. Wow, you just vanished before you even touched the water. That's crazy. Cool move. Don't let them take you alive and all that, even though you were already dead. Don't let them take your corpse. I don't know. We should run to the left, because of course that room up above, the main capital room. There we go, we wrapped around here. The main capital room seems awfully suspicious. I really thought... I don't know. It could still be that going this way and ascending to the top of this left path is where the actual goal is. And I could just be making a silly move yet again going this way. I don't have an entry for you yet, do I? Surely we must get there soon. We needed to defeat like 10 total, I think. So I imagine we have like 3 or 4 left. Now you Pendras, we already have what we needed from you. Did I go this way? No, this was the bonus for the memory fragments. Bonus direction. Well, I don't know if they're bonus. Because they might be needed to progress in general. But what I mean is that direction is not the way to go if you want to keep going further. I don't know, it's just that this path here seemed very significant. Whoa, nice hops. I say to someone's Stardew Valley farm. I've already made that joke. Was it when playing Silksong? It might have been. There are enemies that hop in Silksong. I might well have commented on an enemy's hopping skills before. And then made that same joke. Or maybe it was bored to set nice hops and then I was like, ah, hops. Haha, that's also a plant. You fool. You've fallen for my silly joke setup that I didn't even set up. Oh, but this also feels like a major room to be in. Hail Stag. Why are you so quiet? I really would have thought that you'd make more noise. Okay. Interesting. You like throw these projectiles all around the arena. I imagine I could pogo them. They don't all run at me at once though. You remind me a bit of No Eyes with how you just like throw horizontal projectiles across the room and then move around the arena and I need to kind of just get to you and deal damage. Oh, I can't even heal yet. I see. That could be a bit of an issue. Can you move? Oh my goodness, dude. I thought the upper ones would move before. I'm doing a terrible job. Oh, dude! Dude! I'm gonna die to the stag. In a very silly way. Come on, I can hit you there. I can also run away. Dude, but please, my friend. I call you my friend, but I am, of course, trying to murder you and hunt you. But, well, what do you expect? Oh, goodness me. Of course they deal double damage, and well, I don't know. I did a terrible job at that fight. Hello, Green Prince. I think I might go sit on that bench and see if it fills in our map. Because clearly just waking up here isn't quite enough for that. Like, yeah, because this time we are actually visible on our real-world map. Like, we're moving around in it. I don't know, maybe that was the case to the Coral Tower as well. There, I just didn't really have much of a reason to look at our map, because it was a very straightforward area where we just move around. Yeah, look at that! The Verdania map gets filled in for us in the real world, even though we've never explored it in the real world. Yeah. Very interesting. It combines the past and the present. And most of it you can only use in the past. Fascinating. Whoops, that's not the right move. That's not how I play the needle in. Let me into the dream world. Again, we don't have to worry about getting our cocoon back, which is interesting. I think they did this only for lore reasons. Because, like, overall, these dream worlds aren't... These memories aren't exactly more difficult than the, like, overworld has been. So I think the reason you don't get your cocoon, or you don't need to get your cocoon back here, is specifically because it would make sense for the lore, and not because these areas, like, are more challenging than the regular world. That might change. They might end up making the dream worlds more challenging starting from some point, but they haven't done that yet. Now, what's interesting to me is, like, the bench is still visible on the map, right? Like, we are, like, some part of this overlaps with the real world, and we can see the bench from the real world on the map here. But, like, was there a bench, like an actual bench for me to sit on here? Because I thought we just did the challenge here, right? Yeah, so this is where the bench is in the real world. But we cannot sit on it. Not in the past. They hadn't invented benches in the past, actually. A fairly recent technological marvel, that is. Can I... Well, I can just take this shortcut on the left, can't I? So we will go fight the Pale Stag, and then we'll go check out the capital. That might be a bad direction to take this. Might be the wrong order. But whatever. That's the order that we're going in. This is not quite how you make that jump. Oh, that bug didn't want me to poke on them. I was going to. But then they descended. Hold on, does the map actually reveal something for me? Like how these areas connect? Okay, so that's where we fight the Pale Stag, and then it connects back to this room. Yeah, I definitely should have continued that loop then. Rather than turning back before. Oh well, that's fine. You don't always get to make perfect decisions. Indeed. I make them quite rarely, I would say. Hold on, can I pogo on you? I would love to skip this. Oh my goodness, dude. You're ledge guarding that perfectly, and you are hopping into me. I'm getting a feeling that these creatures, whatever, they don't like me very much. Thank you. That's it, finally. An impressive act of mimicry to match so closely with this land. Their clover caves must have sustained through generations uncounted. Hornet knows about evolution. That's crazy. They have bug Charles Darwin. They have that. Or does Hornet just innately know that evolution exists? Hold on. I have no reason to defeat any of you anymore. You, however, I want to heal off of. So there. Take that. I have some sort of grab song charm on, don't I? I feel like I must, because I keep getting silk when I take damage. That's it. That's our Druid's Eye. Weeps a green elixir that will form into silk. I see. Well, that's lovely. More silk production is always good. Though that is, of course, also what we're being chased after, for. Like, that's why they wanted to kidnap us. Pale Stag. Yeah, it feels like you are, like, very quiet compared to, like, almost any other boss that I've seen. Dude, excuse me. I'm really just not doing a good job at dealing any damage to you. Dang it, bad jump, bad jump. I need to be just more careful with avoiding these. The issue is that then, I struggle to even reach the Pale Stag once to deal any damage to them. Although, maybe if they're in the water... Yeah, let's do that. How do you feel about that? I think you've leveled up now? No, it sounded like you were angrier than before. Okay, that's a pretty... Oh, why must these come for... Oh, why did I jump? Everything was set up perfectly for me to avoid everything there. Get attacked by my tools. Oh, whoa, that was close. Okay, upper ones first, bottom ones first. Yeah, I need to... Is there a way for me to tell which ones are gonna move first before they move? I don't think so. But I just need to somehow realize that. Oh, come on, I can definitely... What, I can't hit you through the platform? That's ridiculous. You can always hit enemies through platforms in Hollow Knight. A claw line! Oh, dang it. I was trying to activate claw line, but I guess I didn't have the silk for it. I like the way they move slightly diagonally. So even if it looks like they're not aligned with you, they can still end up coming after you. Oh, I should have tossed my thing in the water there. I feel like that lightning damage in the water must do a lot of damage, simply because it looks so impactful. Like, it looks like it would hurt and... Oh, well, hold on. Aren't you doing a bit more projectiles all of a sudden? I'm pretty sure we've made some progress in the fight, that means. Oh, please get through here. Nice. That's it. That's how we deal damage to you. I don't know if the Green Prince would approve of us using tools like that. Dang it. Oh, this is bad. This is very bad. I'm taking silly hits of damage. Using tools does not grant me any silk, of course. Bastard. Oh, well. That's gonna be a long run back. It really doesn't feel like the Pale Stag should be giving me this much. Wait, hold on. Pale Stag? Like, as in a pale being almost? Somehow related to pale beings? You don't just go around calling things pale for no reason in Hollow Knight, of course. So I feel like this must be significant. It has to be. There's no way it isn't. Hornet, wake up! Wake up! We don't have forever to sit around here, Hornet. I'm not actually mad, but like, really, why must you lay on the ground for so long? We're just entering a mysterious dream world with memories that you can run around in. What's so crazy about that, Hornet? We've already done that. We're just entering it again. It's not exactly a novel experience, even though it is like the 6th time that we're doing it overall. Come on, Hornet. You're tough. You're built different. You can deal with this. You don't need to be asleep for like 2 whole seconds. 2 whole seconds. That's crazy, right? I need not deal with you anymore, but apparently I am, because I'm running into, and then I need to recuperate my soul, or silk rather. You know what I mean. You know the thing that I'm trying to recuperate. Okay, you are more of a threat than I initially thought you were, even though you're not doing it intentionally, I suppose. Excuse me, I need to get some silk back. That's fine, because we've got you. I remember you. I remember you being here on my way back. Okay. Pale Stag, you've defeated me twice. Let's not make it be a 3rd time. And also, I remember being concerned that the Silk Speed anklets would consume too much silk, and that it would become a problem for healing, but it really hasn't. It doesn't even seem like they consume any silk if you let go of the run button fast enough. Okay, I need to figure out how to dodge these when we get to the part of the fight where there's more of them. Dang it! Apparently, of course, I can't even avoid them in this stage of the fight. Ouch! What? And then I just pogo into them? I imagine I could maybe parry them. Oh! I think that was me bouncing on the Pale Stag and not on the projectiles, but that's fine. I would like to get some health back, because these damn things deal double damage, of course. Well, they deal 2 damage. Not at once, but they do deal it. Dang it, I should have dashed downwards. Oh, this is a bad spot to be. It's fine, we heal. Because we can. Ooh, get over here. Just get 1 hit off. Don't be too greedy. We can make progress in the fight, even if we're not constantly outputting damage into the boss. Whoops. Hey, hello. You've run away from me there. And again, you are quite evasive. I guess it's appropriate for this, like, elusive creature that it's a freaking great accomplishment to hunt. Or that's what the Green Prince made it sound like anyway. Wow. Stay above that. Okay, I can claw line into the spikes and then pogo on them, but of course, if then a spike is above me, that's not gonna help very much. I can heal. Thank you. Ooh! Stay away. Yeah, I mean, most of the time I imagine I can just climb very high and get over them. Nice. I imagine the claw line doesn't deal very much damage, but that still was something. Are you in water right now? I think you might be. No, but you've left the water. That doesn't help me. There we go. You were in water for a moment there, but I was in no position to... There we go. I think I... Dang it. I was gonna say I sacrificed some health there to get more damage in, but... No. Okay, I think I give up on the water strat right now. Wait, I can hit those back? Well, I can if I actually hit them. Well, that's what it seemed like there anyway. Well, that makes this a decent bit easier. Okay, no, that just delays them. But that is good. That does mean I don't need to worry about them too much. And of course, pogoing them, which I haven't done much at all. Yeah, you can also do that. Overall, quite easy to deal with, as most things are, once you learn how they work. There we go! Nice! That was a pretty epic final hit there. Oh, sorry, I'm interrupting the animation again. Whatever. Pale Stag, fabled first clover stag of Verdania's wilds, commands the grass and leaves to aid its attack. Myth made real in memory. The creature seemed completely at one with the flora around it. Did it ever truly exist as I have seen it? Alright, because we are in people's memories. We don't necessarily know that these are true. Right, so these are just more dream essence things. What? Directly to our right, you say? Oh, right, that's just where the capital is. I thought it was slightly below us. It is not, and was not, and never was. We can now drop down this spiky location. So this is literally just a way back. Cool, and it looks like it really was a mostly open-ended area that you want to explore in every direction. I wonder if you maybe didn't need all of these memory things then. Because it certainly seems like, you know, we unlocked this capital thing before I ever went to the Pale Stag. So that's slightly interesting. I should play my needle in just to see if it points us in any other directions. Ah, you're fighting me. Fine, whatever. It did seem to only be pointing me upwards right now, though. Must you fight me? Is it truly necessary right now, at this moment, that you fight me? You know what? I'm gonna go inside and heal. Hopefully you don't. I would have been shocked if it followed me through the door. We haven't had that happen yet. For an enemy to follow us through a transition like this. Especially one that you enter, like, by pressing up into an indoors area. What am I checking for? I was gonna check something. Oh well, I don't know. Oh yeah, but I did say at the beginning of the stream that I had 3 things to talk about. I swear I'm not writing these out on purpose. I think I don't remember what the third thing is, though. So that's a bit funny. I talked about, what, the Shellwood theme, and I talked about Silksong being a sequel instead of being a prequel. What was the third thing? A secret third thing. No clue. Whatever, let's carry on then. We're pretty clearly being set up for a fight, or at least we're meant to think that we are. You can definitely make that. Hold on a minute. No. You can definitely background pogo up that. Whoops, hold on. That's not how you re-enter this area. You don't go back to the right to re-enter it. Yeah, look at that! I don't think... Is that how we were meant to get up here? Oh, wait, we just have the upwards. Right. A pointless skip because we just have a thing that lets us go straight up. I forgot we have such a crazy ability. But you can also do this with a background pogo. Might be good to know for a rando. Or, well, maybe not even a rando. Maybe a speedrun, although... I guess you just got Silk from up there, so it doesn't really matter for a speedrun. Wing Prince is there. Nice little pool to rest in is over here. That seems to be all it is. Heading down. Like, which way is the fight? I'm slightly concerned. Because, like... I think that's the arena. Dang it. I mean, it makes sense. Again, to see this land abandoned, betrayed, and a throne I could not sit alone. Yeah, it's even got 2 seats. You were mortal bugs, caught beneath a being pale. Devotion or destruction, though these are the only fates my kind allow. Feel guilt at your absence, sir, but know the end was inexorable. The outcome set, whether you remained or not. And that means your kingdom was here. Maybe not where you came from, but at least where you created your kingdom? Oh man, I would really like to get all the dialogue of the Green Prince and like everything we've seen in relation to them and the Cogwork Dancers. I would like to see it all in one place, because at this point I'm a bit hazy on what exactly happened. Do not seek to console me, warrior. This memory is mine alone. I'll not brook your brutish intrusion. You who dare trespass in the sacred chamber, ready yourself to see us and know us, Verdania's rulers, together in our finest form. Wait, Cogwork Dancers rematch with like more speed and more steps? Oh my goodness, I think that's what this is gonna be. I'm so excited. Also, I wish I'd checked those other rooms first, but oh well. And it makes sense, like you definitely, Clover Dancers, you definitely should be angry at me. Because like I am basically, like I'm doing this for a good purpose, but I am basically about to like, I think consume your memory. To save the kingdom from what could be considered my own mistake. From that whole avoid situation that we created, right? For some reason, because the path is only on the is above the floor, I think you're not gonna hit me. But that's not the case at all. Oh my goodness, that was a bit scary. I can heal up here, I'm sure. You're dashing straight up, dang it. I need to not jump into you. I don't think that... Oh, this is bad. What? Tornado move? Oh my god, I need to run around that. I don't think the Cogwork Dancers did double damage, right? So this is a new level up move. Oh, what? You reach the ground and that deals damage to me. Okay, tornado move. It's going the other way this time. Oh, stay away. Okay, so you just do one spin of it, at least in this phase. Come on, I need some silk to heal. Okay, that's fine. You've given it... Oh, bad situation to heal. You gave me enough space there for a moment, but then you stopped. That's... I'm honestly... Like, the Cogwork Dancers was the fight that I hoped we'd get a harder version of the most, but we hadn't really gotten harder versions of fights so far. That's bad. So I wasn't holding out too much hope for it, and they were, like, clearly destroyed. Hello. Do you say something new to me now? Like, are you aware of what's going on in there? Yeah, I shall disturb you no longer, but that's not really true at all, Hornet, is it? We are here to disturb them. Well, at least I now get the opportunity to explore those other rooms where the Green Prince isn't staying. Nah, we also need to figure out which is the best direction to go in here. Hornet, stop taking a nap for 200 years. Hornet. Thank you. This isn't Sleeping Beauty, it's a different fairy tale. We are going to go, what, like left and up? Is that faster? I think it is. It seems to be, because then we can use the shortcut that we have in this room. I still haven't hit any of these birds. I probably should. Though, it also sounds to me like I really don't need to worry too much about missing entries in an area, like killing an enemy entirely, because New might guide us towards the right answer. Hold on, I should maybe get some silk off of you before I enter the fight. I would have really liked to first try that fight, simply because it would have felt cool, but that's fine. Again, bit of a silly hope on my part anyway. I don't think I'm ever gonna do such a thing as first trying a fight. There we go, so we can run through here to the right, and we should be able to hit at least one enemy along the way. That's it. You are evil and want to eat me? Well, not evil. You just want to eat, perhaps. Okay, the ground is glowing there in a suspicious way, but I think that might just be stuff that this area does in general. I can't believe you just hit me there. That's awfully rude. Alright, Lost Redania. Before I go up, I will now go here. Ooh, silk to heal. Well, not quite. Close enough, though. Play needle in. Oh, look at that. Mantis shape? Like, what are you? What creature is this? Grasshopper? I don't know. Look at that shape. Looks like a frog, almost, even. That's an enemy. Did I get an entry for you? Probably not. What's this? Inspect. 2 children born entwined, apart. 2 children marked to rule. Entwined apart. They danced, they sang, proved blades beyond, but none forgot their birth. For lovers born on beat exact shall be forever cursed. So they were separated and then failed to reunite, was it? I'm sorry. I feel like it just... We get these snippets of the Cogwork Dancers or the Green Prince's story. Like, we get them so spread out throughout the whole game that I don't think I fully know exactly what the situation was. Like, I get the vague idea, but not exactly. I don't fully know the story. But that's fine. I'm sure we can either get a recap of it somewhere. Mossbag's definitely working on a video, right? Of some sort. Or we just play the game again and we get more knowledge. Clover Dancers! Oh boy, am I excited to do this. Yet again. Oh! I don't know. For some reason I don't realize that the whole floor is gonna be covered by that, even though it makes perfect sense that it would be. Oh! I imagine I can't deal damage to the memory, can I? Yeah, no. But it might give me silk. It seems like it might do that. Okay, stay on the wall here. It is kind of interesting not having Crystal Heart, because like in Hollow Knight, if you have Warpling and Crystal Heart, you can of course, if you need to stall on a wall, you can simply... Whoa, I'm making silly mistakes. If you have those, you can simply stall on a wall. Should that be necessary? Oh my goodness, I'm throwing horribly. And this really is quite a run back. What? Bastard, dude, I cannot get used to the fact that when they ground pound like that, they do like a wide swing. I don't think they do that on any of the other dashes, or maybe I just happen to stay far away from them in that case. Alright, this is fine. We will perfect the run back. I don't know, maybe the Growl run back was even longer, but it didn't feel as long. I think the worst part is just the fact that Hornet stays sleeping here for like 5 seconds. Hornet, is there a button whoops, that's not gonna help. Pausing the game will not speed things along. Or at least I doubt it will. I don't see how it could, to be honest. I still... Okay, at least maybe on one of these runbacks we'll get to defeat these birds. I am also now slightly worried, like, these memory things that we've been collecting. If I collected fewer, like, does collecting all of them make the fight easier? I hope not. It could be the sort of thing that, like, okay, if you can't do the fight, then go explore a bit more and then that'll make it easier later on. I hope that's not the case. Right, that's an evil chomp plant. Again though, probably shouldn't be calling them evil. Now, I want to make sure this mantis doesn't hit me on the way back, even though, of course, we can get silk. And it doesn't matter too much if we're missing 1 health as we enter anyway. Alright, yeah, this run back isn't that long. Just slightly longer than most run backs in Silksong have been, but that doesn't mean it's bad. Hello. And overall, so far, all of these attacks have been pretty easy to avoid, as long as you just don't make silly mistakes like I've been doing. I can heal here, maybe? Yes. Pogo on you. Whoops. That wasn't the pogo. Ah, watch out. They just do it. They do a swing on the ground like that. And that's what I need to be afraid of. Oh, float up here, float down here. There was another fight. Whoops, dang it. I simply didn't jump over that. Again, like, it's just, I don't know. The fact that that line goes so far above the arena makes me feel like I am... Wow, what a terrible way to avoid that. Oh my goodness, I'm throwing again. I must cease doing so. Oh, nice, at least they didn't dash in my direction there. Woo. Unfortunately, that up dash doesn't hit me. Okay, I think I'm just not good at avoiding this tornado. There we go. That's pretty simple, though. You just do that again. Okay, I didn't. For once, I remembered that they do a swipe when they come down from up above. That's improvement. That's... Oh, that's progress. That's an improvement to my... Ah! Woo! Wait, did you see that? I, like, went straight up the wall from my dash there, it seemed. No, I'm terrible at dodging that move. We almost did it that one time. Well, I don't know. We've done it a couple of times. But never very consistently. Ah, you had to hear me talk about it, didn't you? Okay, I think I just need to... Dang it. I need to not jump too late or too early. Who could have guessed? Doing things at the correct time will make them... Ow, wow, wow! Easier and more consistent. Ooh. Oh, you're gonna hit me there if I stay. Oh, okay. Oh, this is a bad spot to heal. My goodness, what the worst spot you could ever imagine. That's like the one location in the arena where they're always guaranteed to dash to at some point. Silly Hornet, dude, wake up. Wake up. We're not here to take a nap. Let's get back to the fight. Very interesting that the Green Prince became such a significant storyline. Like, I figured they would be important, but I figured it would just be like one of the more significant side quests, not actually something that we need to go involve in the main story to save the whole world from destruction. I guess even though we're about to probably like consume their memories, maybe they could take some solace in the fact that they are going to be instrumental in saving this whole world. So again, I'm still not decided on how much blame we can put on Hornet for that whole Void situation, because the shamans did not tell her that they would be using Void. But also, as I've also discussed, what else could they have used? I guess Hornet maybe just figured that the shamans wouldn't want to destroy everything, and I mean, they didn't. They also weren't particularly careful about not doing so. Or maybe they thought it was worth the risk. Yeah, in any case, again, I'm not sure how much we can blame Hornet for the whole Void situation. Looks like the first move they do is always the same. Actually, and I feel like that dash pack was also... I wonder if the whole pattern is like always preset in place. It might be. Okay, if you jump like... You're kidding me. If you jump like that, you can do things pretty well. Oh, I'm gonna die. I saw it coming, and I didn't do anything to avoid it. I guess by the time I saw it coming, I wasn't in a very good spot to avoid it. But wow, what a terrible attempt on my part. Oh my goodness, let's try that again. Let me into your dream, Green Prince. So that I can destroy everything you hold dear, apparently. I'm not too happy about having to do that, but there we go. All of Farloom seems likely to crumble if I don't. And like, to be honest, you, like, okay, well, it's not you. But this kingdom, in general, tried to kidnap Hornet, a freaking descendant of a pale being. So, a descendant of a pale being and a weaver. So, like, I don't know. If Hornet were actually evil, you shouldn't be surprised. But again, that's not the Green Prince's fault, so I don't even know what I'm saying. The Green Prince didn't kidnap Hornet. And most of the other people in Farloom didn't either. I'm just saying that it's not like Hornet just randomly decided to come to this kingdom and mess stuff up. Hornet was kidnapped and then saw, oh, everything's bad, I should probably destroy the creature who's doing this. And that went wrong. And it's not like people weren't suffering before. We got the world into a pretty good state at some point. It's just that then it went all wrong. Okay, just learn to read these patterns better is what I need to do. I currently haven't been responding to them very well, which is my issue. Oh, okay, you're going up. Now we're going diagonal. Again, fairly easy to follow those patterns, I would say. Why am I so bad at dodging these sometimes? Oh no, this is... I've already taken so much damage again. Okay, I can heal up here, hopefully. Yes, I can. Another tornado, this time heading to the right. Dude, I can't. I simply can't avoid the tornado. I don't know what it is with it. I guess I need to... Oh! I ended up... I'm pretty sure that exact same move killed me before. I just ended up... Oh my goodness. I ended up in a bad position. And I didn't know how to get out of it. That pattern right there. I should be able to heal soon. Maybe before that pattern hits me. There we go. Wonderful. Okay, you dash up. And now you dash down. Ooh, I even jumped over that swing that you do when you descend. Okay, tornado. There we go. I just need to do an elegant jump like that. It's just for some reason half the time I can't figure quite out how to make it happen. Ooh, you're gonna go across the whole arena. Tornado again. You just love that tornado move, but I guess that makes sense. It's effective against me. Good job. You should be using moves that... Oh, work well! That's only smart and prudent. Okay, if you do that second move... There we go. I heal here. That seems to have worked out. Oh, I almost jumped into that upper mantis. Or whatever you are. What's your name again? You're some kind of dancer. You are a clover dancer. That's right. Okay, maybe it's the point of the loop. Like, maybe I'm staying too close to the center when dodging the tornado move. Or the cyclone, or whatever we want to call that. We haven't even reached the point of the fight where they speed up yet. I imagine that must be coming. Yeah, I think I was staying too close to the center, but... Oh, dang it. I think that was my issue before. Oh, nice. It seems that when you dash up like that in the center, you dash straight down afterwards, so I shouldn't be too afraid of you dashing to the side. Oh my god, I was too close to that, really? Uh-oh. Silly Hornet. Stop doing that sort of thing. This is a bad spot to be. Oh, this isn't good. Uh-oh. This is bad. This is a bad sign. The fight will now level up, and I am on very low health. Okay, yeah, now you get desynced. Oh, yeah, and we're dead. I can't... I just claw line. What am I thinking? We should claw line across the tornado, shouldn't we? I float on the side, like as it's coming up towards me, and then I claw line across, surely. Huh. Wow. Yeah, hold on. Okay, we're gonna try the claw line there. That only consumes one, like, tiny unit of silk anyway. So it's not like it's going to be very costly. We regenerate 1 unit of silk real quick, I would say. And it shouldn't even stop us from healing, because our silk spool is quite large by now. Okay, not to brag or anything, of course. Let's make our way back to the fight. See, claw line. We have this move. We should use it, maybe. I still haven't gotten an entry for these birds. I need to make sure I get at least one before I leave this area. Again, if I fully miss it, I'm sure Noob will just tell me a hint that I could go this way. But wouldn't it be lovely if that weren't needed? If we got the entry without Noob's help. Of course, the only thing we'd need Noob's help for would be just to remember that there's an enemy here that we haven't killed yet. Whoa! I jumped over you just barely. Would have felt pretty embarrassing getting hit by a Pendra. They're such simple enemies who just float around. Assuming that I even remember their name correctly. It might have been a different floaty one that was Pendra. Can't believe I didn't get hit by you there. Hold on, let's enter the door. I just stood there. That mantis person could have easily hit me. Or Clover, whatever you are. I'm back though. Clover dancers. What am I doing? That was awfully risky. No, it seems like you do... It seems like they do that, like, wide sweep whenever... Oh, dang it. Whenever they land on the ground, anywhere. Whether it's a direct down attack or not. Claw line across? Bastards. Okay. Maybe don't end up where the enemy is going to be, though. We'll have to figure out how to avoid that. Okay, tornado again. That's fine. Okay, that's simply not good. Okay. Maybe I should just claw line earlier. Bad. Very bad. I'm gonna die again. I'm simply going to die again. How silly of me. How silly. Well, maybe not. I can heal at the moment. Oh no, tornado. Yeah, okay, claw line earlier, that seems to work. Because it seems like they go in the same direction after the claw line every time. There we go. And when they go directly up, they always go directly down. That seems to hold true for now. Unless I just always happen to take note of it in the exact same spot in the pattern. Oh, bad location for me to be. Uh-huh. I do think it's funny how this, like, I don't know. As I said with the Clockwork Dancers, this fight seems to clearly be inspired by the Mantis Lords. And they call it the Clockwork Dancers, and well, this one's the Clover Dancers. And it's just interesting because like the Mantis Lords wasn't called a dance, but like in game. But lots of people said that it felt like a dance, or at least I did, and people I know did. And like that's what they liked about it. It felt like this like nimble dance, and it felt cool. I think it's cool that the fight that's inspired after Mantis Lords, or well, seems to be inspired after Mantis Lords anyway, is actually called something Dancers, you know? Okay, so now you get desynced. We'll have to see how we manage with this pattern. At least this attack is synchronized, although I imagine in the third phase it won't be. Surely we won't get away that easily for the whole time. Okay, Tornado is also synchronized. Yeah, and Claw Line seems to work here. That's what you do there. You Claw Line. Oh, bad. Bad for me. Good thing the Tornado didn't spawn inside me, though. Oh, that was close. I didn't Claw Line earlier there. I Claw Lined late instead, which also seems to work. As long as you don't Claw Line at exactly... Oh, bad. Bad, terrible, bad situation. At least I got the heal off. Even though I lost 2 health immediately after. That still was a heal. If I had taken damage and wasted myself, that would have been bad. Oh, dang it. That's not a professional Tornado Avoider's move. Oh, you're gonna hit me if I sit there. Oh. Okay. You are so funny. I love ending up inside the Tornado. Good thing I parried that, I have to say. That could have been bad. Ah, dude, I can't reach any of you. What? How did that not deal damage to me? I feel like the hitbox for that sweeping across the screen attack is just incredibly forgiving. No, what? I Claw Line too. I thought I was gonna Claw Line too early, and that's why I stalled there. But apparently, nope, that wasn't gonna be the case. Dude, I can't get any hits off right now. That's slightly concerning. Okay, I simply need to get better at the Claw Line timing. If you do it consistently, you can do it. Like it's fine. There is a consistent good timing for it. I just need to get better at finding it and executing on it, of course. What? What a location for you to spawn. No bad spot to heal. Never mind. Just about the perfect... Well, okay, not after the... Oh, dang it. Whatever. This was the best attempt so far. We're making progress. That was kind of cool. Yeah, I healed above their dash, but then I just happened to drop into them. I'm sure I could have avoided that. I did try pogoing, I think, but... Oh well. Maybe I also didn't. Maybe I did not. I should create an input display for Silksong. I have a nice custom input display for Hollow Knight. But I guess I couldn't have created it before this playthrough, because I didn't even know what ability Silksong had. So I guess it's not really much to regret that I didn't have it for this playthrough. But now, I probably could. Nice. Whoops, that's a bit of a silly move. Whatever, it doesn't interrupt our run back too much. Yeah, the run back really isn't that long. You do need to go through quite a few rooms, but again, perfecting the run back can be a fun part of the entire boss experience. That doesn't mean that you know, sometimes you definitely appreciate when there isn't a run back to a boss, but then when there is, it's not something to get all too upset over, I think. Sometimes that is part of the experience that you must go through. Okay, let's see. Maybe we can get to phase 2 a bit faster this time, though. Ooh, that was a close call. Oh, we also, from the Pincers fight, we got a thing that allows us to use our nail arts faster. Or not nail arts, our one nail art, our one needle charge move. Maybe I should be trying to use that, but as with nail arts in Hollow Knight, using them can leave you very exposed. That could be a bit risky. We want to be able to like respond to things and pogo well. And we can't do that if we're currently charging up a nail art. Or well, maybe we can. I guess I haven't tried using it very much at all. So perhaps I'm speaking nonsense at the moment. Let's heal here. This should hopefully be fine. It was. Not for very long, but just enough for me to actually heal. Dodge that. Whoops. Okay, Tornado, Claw Line across. That's fine. Yeah, it's very nice that they always go in a predictable direction after they do the Tornado. That is certainly wonderful. Oh, stay here. Oh my goodness. Okay. Come on. Do your lovely little desynchronized dance. Okay, I shouldn't be calling it little. It's a lovely dance. I don't know why I said little. It's quite impressive and deadly and scary for me. What a silly dash maneuver. Okay. I want to find a location to heal, but I don't know if I currently have one. Certainly not during a tornado. Not the safest spot to heal, don't you know? Okay, but after the tornado, that seems good. As I said, you always go in a predictable location, and it seems like you also stay in the corners that you end up in after a tornado. So we can certainly account for that. Ooh, okay. It's a clockwise tornado. Oh, bad move on my part. Yeah, do I get silk off of the fake memory one or not? I can't tell. I haven't really been hitting the fake memory one because mostly we want to deal damage. But I think the fake memory one might just give us nothing at all. Which is certainly an interesting mechanic in a fight. Well, no, not really. I guess lots of boss fights have things that deal damage to you, but you don't hit yourself to deal damage. That's not exactly all that interesting or unusual. Okay, I can heal here, I can heal here. I should be able to anyway. Wow, he almost spawned inside me. That would have been bad. I guess I shouldn't pick a little location that close to the edge of the screen next time, because I don't think you spawn at the middle. Oh, you're kidding me. I mean, that's my own fault, of course, but... Oh, you're kidding me! Things are not looking good. Oh, I almost just ended up right in there. Oh, I'm being too scared. I'm almost throwing because of it. Okay, I heal here. This should be fine. Yes, it was. Whew. I would love to get another heal off. Okay, we have the silk for it. Oh, and they've graciously given me another one of these little silk sections where I do have the space to heal. Yeah, really, I mean, people have... Oh, no, that was it. There's no way. No. People have been, What? Hold on. I swear the regular Clockwork Dancers fight, that even, like, leveled up the... That leveled up the speed at least a couple of times. This one just did it once? There's no way. To dance and love and end together. Yeah. Lamenter. Defeat the Clover Dancers. That almost... That felt about as hard as the Clockwork Dancers, which, like, yeah, of course, we have damage upgrades and health upgrades, but I was hoping that they would make it even harder to account for that. And that is the Green Prince dead, I think. And that's our doing. Look at all the particles floating around. I feel like I haven't commented on that in a while. But yeah, there's just so much particle goop floating everywhere. Different silk strands and whatever else. Void goop, everything. Obtained the conjoined heart. It beats sharp and clear. I'm sorry, Green Prince. When I rescued you from that prison cell, I never expected that it would come to this. Lament. Lament for the Green Prince and their partner, whose name I don't think we even know. Well, I think that's all for Verdania. And that's very cool, because Verdania... Oh, hold on, I need to read your entry for sure. Clover Dancers, dual princes of old Verdania, beloved by their subjects for their grace and for the ballet of death they delivered upon outsiders. For one to love another so similar to themselves, is that selfless or vain? I don't know. Verdania, yeah, it's very cool that the Verdania actually ended up being a bigger area. Oh, and the color is different for old Verdania and new. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, very interesting way to do this. It did seem like a way too small of an area for how significant it seemed to be before. So now that we know that it actually is larger, everything makes sense. But then you. How do I get to you? Wait, obtained the conjoined heart. But isn't that like for the main quest? No. Wait, where did it even go then? Craw memento. No, here it is. Conjoined heart. Enlivened heart of the Green Prince. Its beat is sharp and clear. But that's not one of our like main quest directions. Oh, well done. I think I have a new entry here also. Leaf glider. So light they can rest atop still water surface. An elegant bug indeed. Right. Hold on. Yeah. We need, like for the main quests, we need to get Heart of Might, Heart of the Woods, and Heart of the Wild. Pollen Heart. No, that must have something to do with Shellwood. It has to. There's just no way it doesn't. I need to go explore that further, I suppose. Heart of Might. That's the one we got last time, of course. We only need a couple more Void Masses destroyed, and I think we know the location of one of them, so maybe I should go do that. Huh. Yeah, this isn't one of the main quest ones. I don't know if it could be, like, substituted for one of those. But it seems like there are just other memory hearts that we can get around the kingdom that aren't for the main quest. And that, well, given that there was one extra one, I imagine that there are some more, you know? Like, you might have 3 main quest ones and 3 extra ones, but certainly not 3 main quest ones and only 1 extra one. That wouldn't make sense to me. It's technically possible, of course. Nothing stopping Team Cherry from doing that. But I feel like they wouldn't, you know? I feel like they would have at least some other companion hearts that are extra like this. So, the question might be where we find them. Oh, look at that. I'm standing so close to the edge. How close can you stand to the edge? Okay, it looks like it pushes me back to the left if I step that far. I guess that's nice. Yeah. Still no clue how to get the main story ones, but this was certainly a worthwhile endeavor, absolutely. Oh, what's our percentage at now? Should I sit on a bench? Maybe I should sit on a bench before. Speaking of, looks like there's one right next to us. Or right above us, right here? Yeah, there we go. Isn't this where we rung a bell? I guess that's broken now. Yeah, it's fallen down. I think we can see it in the background. Still 81%. Okay. That did not increase our completion whatsoever. Okay. Hold on. Where did I add my marker for one of those dark beating hearts? Did I already do it? No, it's right here. And I'm pretty sure I haven't done it. We're honestly quite close to it. I think I might run there rather than going to a bellway. Let's go run there. We might see another on the way back anyway. I do wonder if there are going to be other rematches with other bosses. I think that might be cool. Oh, there's almost certainly a dark, like, goop part down below, like in the part with the bear traps. That's right below us. Surely there must be. Let's sit on your bench, Craig, actually. I wonder if Nu's still around, or have you gone exploring? Nu is still around. Nu is pretty scary, but it's also good to see that Nu hasn't been completely destroyed by everything. I didn't need to lower that elevator. As it turns out, I can simply run to the left. Hey, maybe it comforts me to know that the elevator is there. I don't know why it would, but it could. You don't know that it doesn't. Okay, if we are nearly there. We have nearly reached the dark massive void that we need to defeat. Yeah, it's also nice that it's like clearly indicated. Oh my goodness, hold on. There are other enemies to deal with. I had not quite considered that that might be the case. Surely my tool's going to take care of at least some of them. What did I... Oh, your spikes were on the ground. I see. Stop it, stop it. I can't heal if you consume my void like this. Oh no. Or my silk. Okay, heal real quick before the void eats it. My goodness. Oh, what? You were just down here? I really thought my spinny tool would have gotten you. Come on, there we go. And now we can hopefully deal with you in a, well, in relative peace and quiet at least, without being bothered by other enemies. Surely you don't have too much longer. There we go. And that's you taken care of. I feel like there must be more of these than we need for the quest around the world. I feel like we found too many, and there are some areas that we just simply haven't even visited, so... Yeah, I think there are extra ones, and this means that we only need one more of you. Maybe there's one more left in Greymoor. I don't know if I should really hold out any hope for that. I would like to go to Hunter's March, to be honest. Maybe I'll do that. Oh, but we can visit Bellheart on our way back. We're basically there anyway. I'll go run through Bellheart and we'll put those things up at our house that we have. And what was it? I wanted to read the summons. It should have shown up in my compendium thing at our house. So I would like to go ahead and read that. Okay, everything still seems, well, as alright as it was before here. Things seem to not have worsened. Inspect. Wait, what is this? Install Crawbell. Aha, that's where we install that. Well, isn't that lovely? And I guess we'll simply have rosaries and things show up here over time. Rosaries and shell shards. Now we have mementos. Aha, Hero's Memento. Heirloom of a village lost to Farlim's haunting. And Craw Memento. Iron emblem of the Court of Craws, absolving the bearer of all crimes past and future. And it looks like there are quite a few more of these to be found. I imagine that's all Act 3 business. And it really does look like we've just got a lot more stuff left to do in Act 3. Where's the Craw summons then? Surely it must be here somewhere. Though maybe not in here. Materium, yeah, that doesn't sound likely. Or no, Materium's the whole thing, isn't it? Is this whole thing the Materium, or is it just the header of that section? Might be that section. Okay, that's relics, that's cylinders, that's mementos. Huh. Okay. Oh, and you can even see the mementos in the background there. That's quite neat. I like the way that looks. Okay. Wait, can I break this? I hope not. We wouldn't want to break that. I hope I don't need to break it to get the rosaries out. That is not like a one-time thing. Maybe we just rattle it a bit and it drops out some rosaries. But of course it would need to have some more time to gather them. We still don't have any new pale oil for you. Or pinseed oil or whatever it was. I don't think we have new relics for Lem either. Or Scrounge, that is. Yes, okay. So what did I say? I wanted to go to Hunter's March? Yeah, let's go do that. And hey, who knows? Maybe we'll even come upon some more Dark Void stuff as we run through. Of course, the Shaman wouldn't be down here. Who was previously this just Hermit Pilgrim or whatever. They are not here, and I still can't enter... Wait. I thought something moved. But I think not. I mean, I know bells are falling, but I thought I saw something move horizontally. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Dude, there are a lot of you here. And by a lot, I guess I mean 2. I think I ran through these tunnels already, so I wouldn't hold out too much hope for finding another void mass here. Oh! But I also wouldn't be completely hopeless regarding that. This thing here can't fit a large creature like that flying around, so I think we should be safe to simply drop down. Oh yeah, minigame. Let's go talk to the minigame. Oh, yeah, what's going on here? Oh, I think I already checked this. Never mind. I remember. Yeah. I remember seeing this collapse bit. We even like... I even commented on the fact that we can still go up here to where we got this one item. I think this was our first tool that we got from here. And it's interesting that this part is still open. So it seems like they like accounted for the fact that you might not have found it yet. And you could still go after it in Act 3. Is the impression I'm getting. Whatever. I wanted to come down here anyway for the bench. And now I guess we'll go see a bit more of Hunter's March. If nothing else, I'm sure it'll have a void clump for us. Wow, those spikes are red. I had forgotten how red they are. Very cool. Hunter's March. I think that ant was killed by void there. I think that ant previously was alive and attacked us whenever we came through this area, but now they're, well, not. Up here was a flea, I remember. Don't know why I'm going here. It's just been a bit since I was in Hunter's March last. Interesting. None of these ants have been getting infected by void, but the one at the entrance was. And of course, it might just be that I haven't been near these ones long enough. Oh, void clump there. Got it. Looks like the void only infects the stronger ants, or at least it has done so far. But I don't think that's going to hold. Because obviously we've seen void infect other weaker creatures elsewhere. Hello? Where did you end up? Excuse me. What? You didn't fall into spikes, did you? I mean... Oh, nope. You are still around. Assuming it's the same version of you. Dude, I hate when void goes on me and consumes all my silk. I imagine I could probably use my lightning thing to deal some damage here. Whoa, my god, that's awful. How did I even manage any of that? Didn't get any hits in and then took a bunch of damage myself. That's quite silly. Should maybe use my threat storm here. Oh, stay away. Wish updated. That's it. That's the last of the Dark Clumps, or at least the last one we needed for the quest. That was in... Oh, it's in Bellheart. I thought it would be in Songclave. I keep hoping for an excuse to go back to Songclave, because that's just where... Well, that's where Sherma is, to be quite honest. Let's... Well, no, it's the upper one. It sounds like... Yeah, that indicates that we can't be reached here. That's quite interesting. Well, okay, but since... I'm sure I could sit on one of these other platforms that isn't floating around quite this much. And that would be enough. Whoa, those ants die in just one hit now. I guess that makes sense. But yeah, before I do that... Because I'm sure, like, maybe if I played it here... Oh my goodness, it's a new arena, isn't it? Alright, I'll take that. A new ant arena with void this time. Kind of scary. But I'm down for a challenge. I of course wish I had more health entering this, but... Oh, I'm sure we'll manage. Maybe not on the first attempt, of course. Uh-huh. How much health do you have? I mean, quite a bit because of the void, of course. I didn't realize I was in range of that. Oh, this is bad. I can heal up here. Nope. Well, I can't if I... Right, the void ate my silk. I saw that I had enough to heal, and I completely forgot that my silk gets consumed. Well, this is kind of funny. We've done some runbacks to that arena before from this same bench. But the world was in a very different state back then. Well, I sure am glad I came to explore Hunter's March again. I was kind of hoping that maybe we'd find some sort of actual ant boss, because like, it's just, we haven't done much in Hunter's March. And Wasn't this place also like... It used to be a different greater kingdom? Or at least a greater civilization? Before modern times. So I feel like there must be something to do with memories here. I feel like that has to be the case. So I'm certainly interested to find that out. There we go. The run back here is way faster when you have dash, it turns out. Whoa, that build up to the music was interesting. Wait, why are you not... There we go. I was gonna say, why are you not Void yet? I just need to make sure that when they do that, like, Void lash out move, that big area of effect Threadstorm-like thing, that I'm not in the way. Wow, you dash far. Wait, it didn't even kill you last time, so this is already doing better than that attempt. Whoops! Definitely no good reason to dash into you like that. Okay, we can't heal though, and I'm sure that's only the start of the fight. Oh my goodness, watch out for the funny Void projectiles. Yeah, so these, as usual, the Void enemies have their typical moveset augmented with Void movement. Void abilities. I mean, I guess sometimes the enemies, some of the Void enemies just don't have any moves of their own, so they basically only have the Void moves. But this time, these ants, they are good enough on their own that the Void, well, I guess it deemed it worth it to keep some of their moves. I don't know if it could even choose to not do that, but, well, whatever. They have some of their old moves is all I'm trying to say. That didn't reach any of you. Unfortunate. How about now? Whoops. What? How did none of those hit any of you? Okay, I really... The fact that that tool just didn't hit any of them completely threw me off there. I think that's what happened. I completely lost the ability to avoid any attacks. Couldn't avoid any of them. Simply because I had expected, you know, someone to get hit by the tool. I didn't even expect them to die. Just the fact that that didn't hit any of them was shocking enough to me that to completely disrupt anything that might have passed for brain activity. That's fine. Who even needs that? Oh, I thought there'd be an ant down here that I would pogo on. There wasn't. That's fine. We don't even need an ant to pogo on. What would I do with an ant to pogo on? We have so much other movement. The ant to pogo on would simply be for fun. But well, we like fun, so I don't really know that that's a good reason to not have an ant there for me to pogo, you know? Oh, that's a bit scary. Okay, you're dead. I will take that for sure. That's it. There we go. Use some skill skills to get through things faster. You're not even in Void mode yet. Maybe I should try to defeat them before the Void infects them. Oh, hold on. The Void's eating my stuff. I should. Okay. You do a Void goop move. That's what Garmund also did. Oh. Uh-oh. Stay away. Ooh. Wait, that, like, after Pogo dash backwards move, I don't know that I've done that. Like, I've dashed after a Pogo, and I thought that seemed like a very useful... Dang it. A very useful move, but I've never done it backwards. I guess it makes sense that you'd be able to do it backwards. That's cool. Yeah, I don't think I fully ever realized that. Yeah, you can just dash in any direction, which I mean makes sense, of course. And I still haven't used the enemy beckon move. I tried it once today, but then I didn't realize that you can't do it midair. So that got me killed. Not that we, like, care too much about beckoning enemies closer in an arena like that anyway. I'd say the enemies are doing a pretty good job of staying with you all on their own there. Double jump also certainly makes this run back way faster. Double jump and dash or sprint or whatever. Whatever you call that one. I remember Drifter's Cloak and Fade Down Cloak and some of these other ability names, but I did not remember what the dash is called. Oh! That was lucky. Unfortunate. Oh, you're kidding me. Stop it. Yeah, it would be good if I managed to kill some of you before you ever got the Void thing activated on you. Because I think, like, you must have less health then also, right? Those are gonna... Wow, the entire floor gets covered in spinny crap. Okay, this isn't good. Let's heal. Oh! Okay, at least you weren't yet in Void mode when I got hit by you there. Oh, that didn't hit any of you. That's fine. Okay, and I think I will not rely on tools, because that just... that just doesn't ever work out well for me. Oh my goodness, bad situation. Ooh, very kind of you to just dodge out of the way there. Heal, please. Dang it. Yeah, I did know that that was a risky spot to heal. Okay, we'll try to do a bit better. I'm not doing great at that fight exactly. It's interesting because Void enemies have been around a lot, but I still don't feel like I fought very many of them. So I don't actually feel good at, like, I don't feel like I am experienced at dealing with Void enemies. Most of the enemies that we've been fighting recently have been regular enemies, not Void, because we've been, like, spending time in memories and stuff. So I'm not exactly used to the Void moveset or the fact that they deal double damage in quite the way that they do. I guess in terms of game mechanics, it's pretty similar to the other double damage, but just the impact of the effect feels different, and that can also throw me off, I think. That's fine. We will do this fight. Yeah, let's just start off dealing a bunch of damage straight off. Whoops, that's a... What am I doing? Awful throwing is happening. Don't throw a spinny thing at me yet. Dang it. At least you're not void mode. Well, and what did I say? What did I just say? Okay, we can throw our own spinny thing sometimes, though. And that might be convenient. Okay, let's heal. We can be at full health. That's incredible. Of course, this first phase has sometimes gone way better for me. Gotten through it without a single hit and in a very little amount of time. Wait, you're not exactly a land-based enemy, so I don't know that spinny wheel's gonna do much. Assuming that it runs out of time and doesn't just run out when it's dealt enough damage. And it seems to be time-based. Okay, I can heal here, maybe? No! Yes, actually. That was very lucky, very risky. Not exactly a safe approach on my part. Oh. And I was trying to use my Silk skill. My Threat Storm. I should also remember that I have Clawline. I feel like I forget that in combat all the time. We saw that with the Clockwork Dancers. It was the perfect thing to avoid the tornado, and I simply didn't use it. I was really hoping that would get you. Oh dang, and the Void consumed all my health that I could have used to heal there. It's very interesting how they have several different features in this game. Oh dang it, I could have healed there if I... Dude, the Void eats all my Silk. I could have healed there. Oh no. It's interesting that they have several different, completely different mechanics in this game that can consume your Silk that you already had on you. Because Hollow Knight didn't have anything like that. Like, yeah, you could use Silk and that would consume Silk, but like nothing took away your Silk that you had on you without your own, like without you yourself pressing a button to consume that soul. But in this game, we have the maggots in bile water, and we have them. Oh, I don't want to fight you on the way back. We also need to remember that we do need to get our cocoon back this time. We're not in a memory land anymore. Not that it's hard to get back, but it's just, and also it sounds like it's easy to miss here. But it is, well, you do want to make sure that you don't forget, I suppose. Again, not that it's easy to forget it. It's just this bright thing in the middle of the arena. You're probably quite likely to even hit it by accident. Oh, stop it, stop it, stop it. Yeah, so if we have the Silk to heal, and we have just taken damage, we want to make sure we do it real quick, because otherwise our soul is just gone. And we cannot heal. Of course, ideally, we would simply not get hit, but we know that's not going to happen. When has that ever happened? Let's heal, let's heal, let's heal. We're fine. Again, the first phase has gone, but dang it, I hit you. That first phase has gone better in the past, but that's fine. Ooh. Ah! Something that's nice about Silksong is that the dash, like you can move pretty much immediately after the dash. Where in Hollow Knight, after the dash, because I've been doing more Pale Court bosses in Radiant mode, on Radiant difficulty, so I've noticed this. In Hollow Knight, after you do a dash, you're kind of just sitting there for a decent amount of time where you can't do anything. Like you can't jump and you can't dash again. So the dash kind of locks you into, you are in a dashing state for quite a while. Whoops. Whoops. We both did a very similar attack there, and none of them hit, but I think I'm the one in more trouble, I have to say. I can heal, maybe? Ooh! Okay, whatever, that still was a heal. We should technically be in the positive in terms of 1 HP from that heal. Dang, that should have been a pogo. I knew what it had to be, but I instead dashed. Uh-oh. Okay, you are dead, that's fine. That works for me. I hope I don't take damage from you and I can... Oh, wait. Well, if I take damage from you, then I'm just dead. So I do hope that I don't take that. Okay, I should be able to heal. You don't do any... Never mind! I was gonna say you don't do any upward projectile attacks, but there you go. Oh, and that was the last one, too. It seems anyway, for now. It was. Well, that was a fun arena. We got to do this without Chakra Silk this time. But I feel like in terms of difficulty, probably the first arena was about the same. Because, like... Yeah, the enemies were way tougher this time, but we also have so much more health and so many more movement abilities. And so much more damage output. That probably overall it balances out quite well. It's also interesting to see that some of the enemies are just fully dead. Like they are consumed by the Void. And they simply don't attack you. Oh, right, I remember these traps. I remember these well. They're pretty funny in the way that they... in the way that they're right next to each other, so you think you're avoiding one and then you don't. Is that bench trapped again, perchance? No, the bench seems to be still quite intact. What a funny bench. Fortunately, I didn't get fully killed by it. Now that ant merchant probably doesn't have anything new for me, do they? But what about Gilly? How's Gilly doing? Gilly? 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 Hello, Gilly? Oh, almost certainly this is a memory entrance though. Hold on a minute. That must be what this is. I think there is stuff to do in Hunter's March, just as I was hoping. Okay, but before I go in there, I'm also... Hold on, do I want to do that right now? I might want to instead end stream and do this another time. But also it is Saturday, so we could stream for a while. First of all, I want to see. Is there a new fight here? No, but there are new rosaries. Why did I never pick these up before? I think they just must not have been here. That's interesting. So previous like rosary string locations can have new ones. Or at least in Hunter's March they can. Because there are like ants. I guess there are always ants going around and gathering things. So it might be that this is the only place where that can happen. I wouldn't be too surprised. It would be a neat little detail. Okay. We could of course go into the Chapel of the Beast again and see if anything's different there as well. But yeah, let's see. At the very least I'm going to check. Can we be taken into a memory world here? Really? I'm playing the correct thing, right? Yeah. Because this is regular Needle-In. That's not what I was playing. I was playing this lower one. Which should take us into memory land. But it's not doing so. Interesting. I mean, this statue must be for something, right? I'll even add a marker here. Even though it's indicated on the map. But like the marker indicates that we still haven't done anything with the statue. Wait a minute, hold on. Ascend? With Gorb? Oh my goodness. I guess I'll remove the marker. And there is more to Hunter's March. Because of course there would be. Hello, and we're not even in a dream world. There's like just actual more Hunter's March map in the real world. Oh no, that's gonna be a fight for sure. Or no? Wait, what? They bend? That's so cool. I'm sorry, this is like the coolest thing I've ever seen. What? I don't know why. We're like freaking in Mad Max, we're tilting on the poles on vehicles. The only thing that's missing are these, you know, are the fact that these aren't on cars. These, what? Oh! That's so cool, they tilt. The thing, you can grapple onto the thing and it tilts. I don't know why that's so crazy to me, but I love it. I just wasn't expecting that at all. Okay, we could go to the right, we could go to the left. Which one's bonus, though? The age-old question. Which direction is bonus? Well, it seems to me that the direction to the right is bonus. Yeah, that appears to be the case. Well, we have a bench very close by, so we shouldn't be too worried about anything bad happening, I think. What? Oh, there was a lever. There was an obvious lever. Wait a minute! Another horizontal passage that blocks stuff? What? Why does Silksong love those so much? Wait. But no, this doesn't fully block the horizontal, the vertical path. Or I guess maybe it does. It blocks you from going up very easily, it seems. What? Huh. What? And then no, but we're leaving Hunter's March. I don't want to leave Hunter's March. I don't want to go to Farfields. Well, I mean, I guess we do. This seems to be actually the way to get to our main goal. That's crazy. I didn't go exploring that because I thought it would get me to my main goal. I just wanted to explore Hunter's March. Brush flit. Tiny, timid creatures that huddle in flocks and flee at the first hint of danger. Far fields, but a whole new section of it. No, but I don't want to... I was so excited to get more of Hunter's March. What do you mean I'm back in Farfields? Yeah, we've got the main story stuff here. This is ridiculous. I was just going to Farfield or to Hunter's March for fun. I didn't... I'm disappointed that this leads to the main story. I mean, I'm not really. I just wish we had more of Hunter's March. And I don't know, maybe there is more to do in Hunter's March. Wow, look at the beautiful red spikes in the background. I mean, I guess we get a little bit of Hunter's March imagery here at least. Aw, we don't have a magnet for these. You can't be dumping them into spikes. What? Look at this grass. I don't think you ever had grass quite this lush in Hollow Knight. Or at least not this layered. Because this, yeah, we can destroy the grass that's on our layer. But not the grass that's on the bottom layer. Hold on, excuse me. Would you mind getting electric? Okay, you would mind actually, apparently. Big old hopper, hardbone elder. Tall creature with sharp senses. Defends its herd with powerful legs and a sharp-tipped mask. Indeed. So far? Yeah, wow. Act 3 has had a lot of variety in it. Because for a moment there I thought that it was just like, okay, you go to the Abyss and then you go to 3 memory areas, but this is certainly more than a simple memory area. Look at this crazy amount of grass. Are you kidding me? And also, don't think I missed those poles above us. We are going to grapple though. Oh my god, you just killed that mantis. Or ant, sorry. Wait, I think there's an ant to your right throwing projectiles at you. Yeah, there is. Hello. I'm sorry, but I think I need to kill you. Oh my goodness, this room is huge. I mean, why am I checking the map? We have the map for this place, but we haven't sat on a bench. Oh, you're a void, little brush creature. Of course you are, of course you are. Okay, well, directions, directions, directions. We go down first, maybe? Of course, trying to avoid screen transitions. Speaking of, wonderful. This effectively counts as a dead end for us for now. Because I refuse to take the screen transition. What about you? Oh my god. I think that was like almost a frame perfect avoidance of those spikes down there. I almost fell in there. I really like how everything gets black and white. Or well, more black and white. A bit monochrome, less saturated whenever those screams happen. Very cool effect. Yeah, it's still wild to me that apparently this isn't a prequel. I feel like I just have to recontextualize everything about what Hornet knows and thinks now. Can't believe I played this game for 62 hours thinking that it was a prequel. But I could have sworn that it was confirmed at some point. But I guess it wasn't. I guess I was just being silly. Oh, I like the noise that makes when it tilts. Excuse me? That's pretty cool. Or I guess it's not the tilting that makes the noise. It's just the claw thing that would grab onto the grapple point. Okay, so this was just a silly platform for shell shards, or was it? It well might have been. Because we came from up here, right? We must have done, yeah. Okay, I guess I don't know that for sure, but that definitely seems to be the case. Yeah, and then we went down here. Okay, that's good. Got it, understood. But now that we know that those grapple points are there, maybe this is like a bit of a shortcut to the right side. No, not very much. Not a big shortcut. Barely one at all. Okay, so what, this platform was really just for nothing? Sure, I guess it's allowed to be. Then what about this part to the right? Also just a silly platform for no good reason, it seems to me, at the moment. We can, of course, get up here, but we are also able to get here from these. So I think these are just convenient ways to move around. To the right, we have a screen transition that we cannot take. It must be opened from the other side by myclipninka.com. Where to now? These huge, large rooms that have sprawling paths in them, that they are very open-ended, are always kind of tricky to make sure that you've fully taken care of them. Hold on, I should just throw a spinny at you. What? You came through my explosion. Alright. Pale rosary necklace. Okay, I think it's pretty awesome that we're getting more rosaries. I really figured that I'd exhausted most of the locations in the world that we'd get rosaries from, but, well, I didn't expect that there'd be more to Farfields in quite this manner. I do wonder if like, the outer summary of this map, like, was it this shape the whole time? Like, was there always this, like, top right section here? I don't think so. No, there definitely wasn't, actually. It has expanded now. The zoomed-out view has expanded. I think it's probably also the same for Verdania. I don't think it expanded quite this high before in this zoomed-out view. So that's good. It doesn't spoil that there's more to this before you actually get there. And that, of course, means that for all I know, some of these other places could also expand a bit. Like Hunter's March, please tell me it expands up a bit more. I don't know what it would expand from if it wasn't from that ancient ant lady statue. But I guess it's possible. So I think that's it for this large room. I don't know, maybe I missed some secret in the top middly part. Actually, well, let's not rely on maybes and maybe nots. Let's check just once again, just in case. Is that a big lever? No. But yeah, I didn't think I could go anywhere from here. And then if I go left here, then we just get to those fun platforms. Yeah, okay. So at least at the moment, I don't think I can do anything there. Wait, what did I get from the explodey bit here? I think it was just rosary strings. Like, yeah, oh, it was shell shards instead. Never mind. Might have also been rosaries, of course. Whatever. We're dropping down. That seems to be the actual only transition we can take from there. That's nice. That keeps things simple. Look at that! The plants growing on those poles. That's pretty neat. Ouch. Hold on, before you get... Oh, I was gonna say before you get turned into void, but actually you were about to get trapped. That's fine. You can get trapped if I want. If you want. If you feel like it. Oh, we just prefer to avoid you turning into a void creature. And I think you would probably also prefer that. I can climb up here. That's gonna bring us to these treasures. These little trinkets and treasures. I should probably be using my tools a bit more. Because we're about to reach our limit of 800 again. What's this room? Oh, Gilly! Yes, you're alive! Hello. I figured they wouldn't kill you like completely off screen, or like they might kill you off screen, but they would have at least shown us your corpse, I would have imagined. Oh, what a shock! Discovered again so easily, like a hapless little hatchling. If you're going to make a sport of tracking me, I'll have to redouble my efforts at camouflage. Both times I discovered you by accident, to be quite honest. Oh, are you observing them too, Hunter? The red shells are plentiful here, stalking these vast grassy plains and the last of its bony beasts. Yeah, I guess I shouldn't be upset that we're not, like... I guess this is more Hunter's March, just in far fields. Stalking these vast grassy plains and the last of its bony beasts. Compared to the caves below, this lush growth feels even greater. Have we crawled close to the source of their sustenance? I must discover its secret. I will. By my father's wish and for hope that our dying lands might find means to endure. Just be careful, young one. I urge you. Here you've reached the ant's heart domain. There may be discoveries worth making, but a single mistake will see your shell's sharp end. I like how Hornet really tries to take care of all these different creatures. Like, yeah, she might seem aloof and uncaring in some interactions, but like certainly with Shirma and with Gilly, Hornet tries to make sure that they stay safe. And she's been quite polite with other creatures, and I do wonder if her urge to take care of these, like, is that because the knight died in Hollow Knight? Like, I'm not sure which ending happened, but I don't think in any of them the knight, like, stays free exactly. This is the true ending, right? What I'm saying is that it's most likely that the Dream No More ending is what this is continuing off from, because that seems like the most default, like, okay, it's not like the worst ending, it's not like some crazy secret Godhelm ending. That seems to be like the actual main true ending of Hollow Knight. So I imagine this Silksong is continuing on from that timeline, which means that what? The Radiance has been defeated. And it's the cutscene where like Hornet wakes up in Black Egg Temple and looks down on the ground, and the void fades out, like seeps away through the cracks in the ground, and then the knight's mask shell is left there cracked. And I think that would very well explain why Hornet is so protective of all these different little creatures. Although these ones, of course, have more of a... they show more emotion and are more alive than the knight ever was. At least outwardly. Gilly, conversing is a pleasure, but I must return to my observance. Try not to leave too much of a trail when you leave, please. I can't promise that. I've been blowing up walls and everything. I don't think I ever played the needle in for you. Because I don't think we had it then. Secrets of a Living Land, Daughter's Promise. Hidden Searching. I'll solve it, me. We won't fight you, will we? I'll sniff it out. Father's wish, daughter's promise. Wish promised, huh? I see you've also dabbled a bit in the wish promising business. Oh, you were that bush. I see. I didn't even realize that. Honestly, I don't think you need to fix your camouflage. I think you just need to not pop up whenever I run past you, or like trim a bit of grass as I run past. I don't think your camouflage is the issue. Well, I said I should use more tools. Let's do so then. Now, I think that's the first time we've seen these hoppers get all void gooped up. I don't have much health right now. I can't heal from that. If I get hit by any of you, I'm gonna die! Thank you, heal real quick before we take any more void damage. Whew. I don't know, it's just very easy to get completely overwhelmed by simple void enemies even. Oh! Stay away while they do their spinny claw move. Yes, you certainly become more dangerous when you're taken over by this awful dark power. I would recommend against having that happen to you. Okay, left must be bonus, right? Oh, is it gonna connect to Pilgrim's Rest? Oh my goodness, I think it very well might. I think it's about to do just that. Okay, and we don't even need to pay for the bench. I'm so curious to know, like, could you have Pilgrim's Rest still alive and people to talk to here if you hadn't opened that door. Look at that. The second secret passage that leads back to Pilgrim's Rest from that direction. Oh, goodness me. Whatever. I'll toss some tools at you. Don't you think you can defeat me? Last time you killed me, which was quite embarrassing. We will not be having that happen again. Stop picking up rosaries. Those are mine. Thank you. We will use some of our shell shards to replenish our tools here. Mostly just to make sure we're not carrying too many shell shards, so that picking any further shell shards up won't go to waste. And this is a very nice location to have a bench now. A direct shortcut back to the rest of Farfields. Okay, that bottom room we haven't explored fully though. I should remember that. Wait, what is this noise that I'm hearing? No, not you. I killed you and I still heard that noise. Huh. It might just be like the noise of these platforms hanging on chains and stuff. I guess it could be. Okay. I do wonder how much more of the Farfields I want to explore right now. We are very close to completing this. Or well, I don't know. We haven't even done the boss fight yet, of course. But I feel like we've done a lot today. And I almost wouldn't mind leaving this for another time. Yeah. For once, for the past couple of streams, I think, I haven't had a clear goal. Well, no, actually, last time I did. Or no, before last time. Whatever. My point is, when we were about to go to the Coral Tower, then yeah, we absolutely did. We had a goal in mind that, like, first, okay, we go speak to the shamans and all that. But I guess it's just that at the start of today's stream, I didn't exactly know where I would go. Or how I would get there. But today, if I end right here, then we will have a very clear direction to keep exploring in. We have a clear marker, we have this room to explore. I guess I could explore the rest of this room, but I don't think there's going to be too much. Yeah, there we go. That's it. This room is basically explored. So I think that is actually... I will end the stream here. A 3-hour stream isn't too short at all. And we will see when I continue Silksong. I mean, technically it's possible that I'll even decide to continue it today. There's nothing forbidding me from doing 2 streams in a day, even though that's very rare. Especially of the same game. Anyway, this one here is over, regardless of when the next stream is going to be. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.